Oh, okay.
I just started the show. But man, we got a lot to talk about. You ain't been on in a minute. A lot of stuff has transpired. Who did you have winning the who did you have winning the versus series? Uh No Limit or Cash Money?
So, Cash Money. I mean, not Cash Money, No Limit. My bad.
You had No Limit
Master
winning?
P. Yeah, Master P. Now. Yeah, they wound up winning.
It gotta was it like a nostalgic moment?
Mm, I don't know. I don't think for P them it was, but for the other group, it no. You know, I don't think they had the right energy for that. I don't think they took it serious.
You talking about Cash Money?
Yeah, it didn't seem like they took it. They took it serious. And you
It
had
looked like
Wayne. Wayne didn't show up.
right.
So they wasn't as together, and they didn't seem like they took it as serious. I ain't talking about Juvenile, but
Yeah, I was about to say Juvenile was up
I
there
ain't.
bumping.
He took it serious and probably Manny Fresh, but I ain't never been a Manny Fresh fan. He really just a beat maker. I know they had the big time album or whatever, but I ain't never. See, I know this might not sound good for audio or whatever, but I'm from Texas, bro. So I ain't never really just really, and then plus I'm a lot older. So I really was just really just dealing with, West Coast hip hop and rap a lot. If it wasn't rap a lot or West Coast at a particular time, I wasn't really dealing with it. Like to me, they came out what 97, 98. Now I say P is more. I'm more in line with P because of lifestyle. What he was talking about as far as like that type of music he was making.
Yeah.
But all of like, just the flashy talk or whatever, that really never was my thing as far as something I would get into. Like you
So you
talking about
saying
some struggle,
so you
you
saying
talking about being
Birdman you saying Birdman came into the game or around that time Birdman was he was too his money was already too high for you to comprehend?
no, it wasn't about his money because everybody had money, including myself. So it wasn't about money. It was about, the message and the music. You talking about stunting and all that, that's cool. But we deal with real life issues. When you dealing with like if you go listen to like the Ghetto Boys album, albums or catalog, it's gonna have street elements in it, but it's gonna also have the pain of what comes with that street element. You know what I mean? Like when you listen to a second to pray, a minute to pray, and a second to die. Um, at the end of that, dude get killed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why I said it's from what you saying, it sound like Birdman money was too up for you to get a grizz of his
You
stunting.
didn't even hear what I said. I said it ain't got nothing to do with money. It's got something to do with being able to
If
convey it
if you if you
with the
had money,
environment.
if
No,
you
no,
hold
but
up, let me say
everybody
this.
so
Let me
everybody
say
in,
this.
in the ghetto got money.
Hold up. No,
I'm
everybody in the
asking. Hold
ghetto
on,
don't got
let
no,
me. I'm
no.
asking.
Everybody in the
So
ghetto
okay,
don't got money.
so the
So look,
environment
if
that
you
we
had
come from.
money in the late '90s and the early 2000s, and you hear big timers, you hear Birdman popping his shit. I'm the first nigga with a Bentley grill. You hear
Yeah,
Birdman
but okay.
popping
Now,
his
where
shit.
the struggle? Name me a struggle song that he got.
Exactly. So
No,
when I
I'm
say
asking you to
Birdman,
name me a struggle
Uncle
song that he got.
Uncle
Where
James,
where it was some struggle in the music.
Uncle James,
Just name me one of them.
Uncle James. I'm not trying to be I'm not trying to say you was broke back then. What I'm
No,
saying
no.
is
Mm-hmm.
the stuff when Birdman talk about this stunting, if you had money, if you knew what he was talking about, then he was popping his shit. But
That's
he wasn't
cool.
talking about no struggling. So I said his money was already up there when I guess when you got entrenched on him. Am I right or wrong?
I don't know what he was doing. I'm from Texas. I told you. So I don't know what kind of money he got or what he had going. None of that isn't that a concern. Like what? How much money you got don't concern the consumer of hip hop. You know, we want to know what's going on in our environment. That's what's missed. That's why. Now let me ask you this. So do you know? Hold on. Do you
and you couldn't
know?
understand it,
Hold on. Okay,
right?
let me ask you this. Do you know right now, for the first time in maybe 30 years, hip hop is not in the top 40 in
Right,
music? So
right.
why is
I
that?
think it's
What happened?
the top 50 or top
No,
100.
it's I just told you right. 40. It didn't make the top 40 in whatever whatever situation. This is the first time in 30 years since 1990, 91 that this has happened, right? Why do you think that happened? What's going on?
Uncle James, it's the top
Uh,
100. It's the top 100. And if
okay,
you would
well, we
ask
ain't got to
me,
argue. Hold on. What's the beautiful thing about this? We don't even got to argue about this. Look
right,
it up. This
right.
the internet age.
To
They
answer your
said,
question,
I didn't just pull 40 out of my ass.
I got
They
you. I
said
got you.
40. Now it
I
might have
think
been they said that this the first time that hip hop. Now it might be in 90, it might be in 60, it might be in 70. They said 40. This is the first time it ain't made at least the top 40. So that's what the article said. Or what
to answer your
even
question,
Willie D and a
I
couple
got
of
you.
other people brought this up.
Let me answer
So
to answer your question. To answer your question, to be honest with you, Uncle James, we are we are
mm,
we are not the consumer that could put some shit on the market, but not just that. I think the increase in female rap. I don't know if
nigga overall don't do that.
I think the increase in female rap
No. You
it
think they
made
kill that's killing rap.
hold up. It made executives, it made hood bosses, it made plugs, it made any nigga that want to run a business want to grab a female that's talking about pussy. You know what I'm saying? And it
So
kind
you
of
think
put,
that's what's killing rap?
yeah, it's putting rap on the back burner as far as
Mm,
who the scouts looking out for. They looking for a bitch that's talking about selling pussy.
that's deep. Well, I don't know. With this, but my era was beautiful.
Nah, Uncle
No,
James, we
no,
ain't
no,
gonna do
no.
that. Well,
Y'all got to deal with
hold up,
y'all
Uncle James.
era.
You here? Hold
Y'all
up, Uncle
falling
James.
off,
Hold up,
and
Uncle
y'all need to
James.
figure that
I
out. Like,
answered your
what's going
question.
on?
Hold up, I answered your question. Now you here for the wisdom. So give us your explanation. Why is hip hop not in the top 50, top 100?
Hmm. Well, like I said, y'all don't see that's the problem with the next generation. They think that the generation that came before them trying to always tell them what to do. You know what I'm saying? But it's certain things and standards that was set that is not here no more. Like originality, uh, like
Right.
not be biting. See, biting was one of the that came out of New York. See, that set the standard for the rules of engagement in hip hop. So you're not supposed to be biting. So when you dealing with hip hop today, everybody sound the same. Everybody's using auto tune for their voice. So your voice is an instrument. You have to use your particular sound is what makes you different from everybody else. When you're using the same sound and everybody's uniformly using auto tune, that takes away your originality. Everybody's basically biting. Everybody sounds the same. And when you do that, that devalues the music. And also not talking about real issues and struggles that's going on in modern times and y'all's time. Could you name me somebody that's really putting some music together right now that's jamming? I mean, the music, the background music is jamming, and the context of what they talking about is up to date, dealing with like, okay, who got a song talking about the snap situation that just happened? Where that's at? Who put that in the music? Who put stuff like that in the music? Well, we don't want to hear that. We just want to have fun. Okay, keep wanting to have fun and see how it turned out for you. Because you got real situations in America that's not being addressed, and that's what hip hop was really for.
All right. Do you feel like um people using music to get them through their work week in their life? Do you think um, that's is something wrong with that jamming happy party music to get them through their day in life.
Well, like I said, when you don't want to listen to the blueprint, it can't just be that. It got to be a mixture of all. You have to have a balance of everything in your music. I ain't saying you can't have a party record or two on your album, but put some context off in there too. Now I don't know. I don't. I mean, basically, right now, I think people don't even make albums no more. They just make singles. People don't make a whole album where it's jamming from front to back. Who do that? It ain't coming out till it's right. Where it's got skits in it, where it's got, you know what I'm saying, some political stuff in it, where it's got some fun in it. You know what I'm saying? Just go back and look at the blueprint of how people made albums, and you will
Right.
understand. And I'm talking about this is before hip hop. Marvin Gaye made some social political songs, but he also made some songs for for dancing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Even James Brown, he made I'm Black and I'm Proud, but he also made songs to jam and dance to. So I'm not
Right.
saying you gotta totally just be a conscious rapper, but I'm saying you gotta put some conscious information in your music. If you ain't doing that, you're not gonna really succeed in that particular genre. I don't
I'm
think.
with
You know, it won't if it won't be sustainable if you do. You might could pop off a good dance. You might could pull off a Dougie or something like that, but then after that you out of there. See, you might have a
most definitely.
huh? You know what I'm saying? You might have a dance song that you know the Cabbage Patch or whatever the fuck song that they come out with, little dance jingle that they have, and then after that song is over with, you a one hit wonder because you ain't got no context behind your music. So you said what you saying about the females, that's true. They don't have that's not context. No, that's strip club music. But that's what happened. The strip club era came out, and that changed the trajectory of certain things. Like people dress like that at the strip club in the streets now. Yeah, but y'all don't know because y'all didn't grow up when the shit got transferred. Hip like strip clubs didn't even become popular till the late '90s for black people in Texas. You wouldn't believe it. You don't believe that, do you?
Nah, that sound about right. I think it was like that during Big Meat's time too.
I don't know about him. I'm talking about what's going on around us. In Texas,
I think
we
the
was
late
not, we
'90s.
like you would be considered a buster or anything if you was giving women money for free.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? That's just how you was looked at. We didn't do that. So when that came out, that changed the trajectory of how certain things happen, bro.
Hey, and that T-Pain song. It ain't tricking if you got it, tricking if you got it,
See,
tricking
that's
if you
probably
got it.
2000 type
Come
shit.
on, man. This
No, I'm
your
talking about the
era, Uncle
90s.
James. You and
Now
T-Pain is the
T-Pain is not
same
my era,
age.
bro. You said T-Pain is my era is Roger Trapman and Zap. You tripping. You talking about
Say one more time.
T-Pain. Do you know who Roger Trapman and Zap is?
Rodney who?
Roger Trapman and Zap.
Yeah, I heard it was Roger Zapp.
Roger Troutman. I might be,
That,
yeah, that's how you say it. Roger Troutman and Zap. The name of the band was the Zap, but Roger Troutman was the first person to use auto tune, or
the
maybe he was the first person.
computer love.
Go look it up.
You
Go
talking
look
about
up
computer
Roger
love?
Troutman. Yeah, computer love and all of that. Yeah,
Right.
he was the
I
one.
had some elders. Come on, Uncle James. I'm
This
from the
is that's
CD
my,
era.
but what I'm saying, that's my era.
Okay.
Now T-Pain is another era. That's he was the first person to bring it back and be able to use it successfully. But that was really nobody used that instrument that I know of, but Roger Troutman and Zapp, and I think Herbie Hancock used it one time in one of his songs. But that wasn't Herbie Hancock made the thing to use that thing, that voice box is what I believe what you call it. But that was, and nobody used that but him because nobody didn't want to copy his style. You see what I'm saying? Now everybody's doing the same thing. It's just like it's not good. So hopefully, maybe some of these kids can listen and get back on. another trajectory of looking at how when rap was successful, what was the blueprint? It was 3 and 4 minute songs, not no 1 minute song like y'all doing today. You know what I'm saying? Go back and look at when it was successful. People made a
I
whole
hate
album.
I hate when Rod Wave make these one verse songs. I hate this
See,
shit.
but see, that's what y'all making the standard now. And then y'all telling that when it was successful
Keep
and
saying
the model
y'all.
was right.
Nigga
Yeah, it's
crazy.
y'all era, bro. You gotta accept that.
This Uncle James.
Yo,
It's
you know
not
you
Uncle
try to you
James.
try to die that
How
you
you
in
gonna
part
say
of that.
y'all?
So do
So
you
when is
make
the
music
cutoff?
right now?
When is
Hold
the
up.
cutoff?
The cutoff is when. Okay, how old is
Who
Rod
we
Wave?
talking? Gen Z? Who we talking?
How old is Rod Wave?
At least 10 years younger than me.
Okay, well, my bad then. Maybe I didn't know that. I thought y'all was around contemporary ages. But do you use auto tune?
Yes, sir.
See,
Man,
so now that's
I could
y'all.
play a
So
song
you in
right
that
now.
era? See how
I
that
could
went?
play
You in
Uncle
that
James. I
era?
could play you a song right
Play
now.
me a
Remember
song
you
without
said
you without
earlier,
no auto
who
tune. I need to hear it
hold up,
right
Uncle
now.
James. Remember you said earlier, who making good music? Who actually got substance?
Okay,
Who
I
talking
want to
about
hear
something?
something without no auto tune. One of your songs right now. Let's go.
I could play one right now.
No, I'm talking about right
And
now.
you,
Go on,
Uncle
drop it.
James, I guarantee you would
I'm
cut your
waiting.
camera on and you would start shaking, bobbing your head with me.
I'm
I
waiting. I
guarantee.
don't know. Drop it. It ain't gonna have no auto tune in it.
Yeah, it's gonna have some auto
So
tune
I
in it.
don't want to hear it then.
Now
See, see, see,
hold
there
up,
you
hold up,
go. See,
hold
I
up.
want to hear one of your
Hold on,
songs
what you said.
without auto tune. That's to be clear.
Hold up. This what you said though. You said a good song with some good background vocals. Now, my main vocals is not auto tune, it's the background vocals. So you said some good background vocals, didn't you?
No, I said a song without
Ah,
auto tune at
ah.
all. I don't
He
want to
said
hear
no
none of that.
background vocals,
I want to
gang.
hear your voice rapping. I don't
All
want
right,
to
hold on.
hear no
I got
auto
you.
tune, bro.
I'm
I
about to
want to
play it
hear
right now.
you. I want to
And
see
you
how
tell
you
me,
saying what you spitting without no auto tune. That's what I
I
want to
got
hear.
you. I got you.
Do you got
Uncle
somebody?
James. Uncle James said, "Don't
Special
nobody make
request.
no good music no more." Y'all heard him?
No, I didn't
Don't
say
nobody
that.
make.
I just said that y'all have disrespected the rules of hip hop by biting each other. That's what's going on. If everybody's using auto tune, that's the same thing. Use your
Nah,
voice.
but
Your
it
voice is
ain't.
an
I don't
instrument.
think it's about. You gotta understand, Uncle James. It ain't about the. I don't think it's about the auto tune. It's about the sounding the same. So you can have 5 different types of auto tune, like how T-Pain sounded. Nobody using that auto tune. Nobody using that key right now. Like how Lil Baby sound.
I don't
A lot
know.
of rappers using that key. How Gunna sound. That's the auto tune you talking about that everybody's sounding like right now.
I don't even know it's a key in auto tune. That's I just know it sounds horrible. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
All right. So look, let's listen to this, and I guarantee you won't say that. Check this
Man, you
out.
better not be no auto tune, and
The
I'm
minute,
leaving the show.
the minute you think in the minute you get an inkling, that this shit is trash, tell me I'm gonna cut this shit off like I never played it.
Drop my top in the summer. No laces on these foam runners. Playing my numbers. Wavy got them things in bundles. Bodies knowing the game in trouble. No rain, no thunder. Really felt played by my uncle. I was broken, knew my time was coming. Boys know how I'm bumming. See swangers on Toyota Tundras. Got lions and tigers among us. Hope the fame and chains don't take me under. Sometimes I wonder, all the acting tough, you just gon' die younger. Question everything, just how my mind functions. Twerking on my bed, let wavy slide under. Sometimes I wonder, sometimes I wonder, sometimes I wonder if all else fails, I'm back up in that jungle. Sometimes I wonder, sometimes I wonder,
All right, stop it right
sometimes
there.
I
I got
wonder
a
if all
question.
else fails, I'm right back.
So the name of the song is Sometimes I Wonder.
I wonder, yes, sir.
Okay, so yeah, I was just wondering, what's the concept and do you would like the storyline of the hook? Now that song sounded like you had some issues off in it. You know what I'm saying? You was talking about something about your uncle, right?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is I don't know. You is it somebody singing a hook on there or something? You got a female doing something on there? So you need
You
to
got
balance that out. You need to have a woman singing back there.
the beat
You
came
got
with
any
it.
women that can sing?
Nah, it got a female on it.
Okay, yeah, keep going. Okay, let it start back playing.
All right. Oh,
Bodies knowing the game, boys know all the acting tough, you just gon' die younger. Question everything, just how my mind functions. Twerking on my bed, let wavy slide under. Sometimes I wonder, sometimes I wonder, sometimes I wonder if all else fails, I'm back up in that jungle. Sometimes I wonder, sometimes I wonder, sometimes I wonder if all else fails, I'm right back in that jungle. Sometimes I wonder, sometimes I wonder, sometimes I wonder, sometimes I wonder, sometimes I wonder if all else fails, I'm right back in that jungle. Babe, get the bags, we packing sacks. I'm on and off like Mattress Mac. 20s, 50s, 100s, we after that. This ain't no battle rap. Asking for pictures and features. Thought you said my album whack. Can't be around leeches and preachers. Can't be who you yapping at. Let the window down, smell the aroma. Shunny in a big body, bending corners. How you gon' know who real and phony? Going extra, I really want it. Turning down my collar, had no idea. Mr. Popeye with that shit on, no diarrhea. Same ass she bought, she gon' sell it again. Before they laid on them, they was like, hell is this crib? Sometimes I wonder, sometimes I wonder, sometimes I wonder if all else fails, I'm back up in that jungle.
yeah, Uncle James, man. And look, I'm gonna drop an album. I'm gonna drop an album next month, and you're gonna get some. You're gonna get some more of that. You know what I'm saying? But that's from my last album called Meal Ticket. Meal Ticket 2. I'm gonna drop next month.
Right. Well, yeah, take the auto, make sure you lose the auto tune as much as possible.
Oh,
And, keep trying to come up with concepts. And in those type of songs, man, that kind of sound partyish. Make the songs, the music, not your lyrics. Change the music to where it's more serious. You know, that kind of sound like, you know, you want to dance to it. But when you got something serious, you want the music to match what the message is. You know what I'm saying? When you partying, yeah, then be on that. But when you got something serious, like when you like trying to tell your life struggle, make that music be like sinister. You know what I'm saying? Like something like hard. You know what I mean? You understand?
yeah.
What I'm
I'm not
saying?
even gonna lie
Yeah,
to you.
you want that music to be hard when you're going through a hard struggle. And you want your your music to be enjoyable when you're trying to uplift. So make the music match what your message is. That's all I mean. That's what I would tell you, critique of that particular song. If you was asking my honest opinion on it. I ain't saying what you saying is wrong. I'm talking about the music need to be more downer. You know what I'm saying? When you're trying to let somebody feel, you want there to be like a down type of feeling in the music. Like go listen to A Minute to Pray.
Hey, let me say this.
Go listen to A Minute to Pray and Second to Die. You see, he got that Marvin in there. You know what I'm saying? That's that seriousness of the situation.
Let me say this real quick, Uncle James. Let me say this real quick. What you saying, that sinister and all of that approach.
Just only one of the message.
Hold up. Check me out. That is definitely not what I was going for. I was just going for painting a picture, telling a story, making love to the beat. You know what I'm saying? With what you saying, I totally understand. And when you brought up they don't have skits in their albums no more, that gave me a great idea that I definitely need to input skits into this next album.
It'll stretch the album out.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Just fillers. You know what I'm saying? So look at what the word when it was at its height and go back and mimic that. I ain't saying you got to do everything that they was doing, but just refreshing it with whatever's going on now. Like you go listen to "Fuck a War" by the Ghetto Boys. What they was talking about what was going on right there. Man, y'all trying to send us to Afghanistan, man. Fuck that, Jay. You know, man, I'm finna come get you right now. You know what I'm saying? That's the skit in it. And then he be like, man, motherfucker war. That's how I feel. Sending a nigga to the desert to get killed. You know what I'm saying? Have that type of stuff out in your music. You know what I'm saying? Like what's going on right now? You know what I'm saying? They send us troops to Venezuela and bombing little bitty boats. You know what I'm saying? Put that in your music, like, man. America.
Hey, let me knock out some of these comments. All right, Volta says it's a Curtis Blow sample. Volta, it's not a Curtis Blow sample, but send me the song by Curtis Blow you talking about. I definitely want to look it up because I seen you said that last show. And Volta says, I think the South killed hip hop along with the internet and labels. How the South? We was never hip hop. We rap. See, they got hip hop and rap. You know what I'm saying? They had to put it together because the West Coast was saying they wasn't hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
No, but
Pimp
C
said, hold on, let me say this. Pimp C said, put they shit on the other side of the stove. Put our shit on the other side and see which one sell the hardest. So that just let you know the South don't give a fuck about hip hop. Like we don't like rapping about the struggle. That's we got that down here. But rapping about like conscious shit, we don't do that down here in the South. We don't rap about conscious shit. It's stunting and ghetto. You know what I'm saying? That's basically how we coming. But I don't think the South killed hip hop. Uncle James, he could elaborate. He might agree with you.
No, well, that's just tribalism. Ask the person that just said that where they from. See how that's and watch how this go. But that's just tribalism and not understanding that how the origins of it. They probably not even old enough to witness the origins of the whole genre to understand what happened. But it starts out in New York, right? And it's a tribe. I would just say New York is a tribe, right? And they start doing a beat like a tribe. They doing a beat, and the rest of the tribes in America is listening to this beat, and they gonna catch that beat and make their own beat in their territory. So you have West Coast and you have people in the South, but we all Africans and we all doing the same thing basically. So it comes out through Rappers Delight, and then the thing that makes everybody else want to be MCs is the message. The message is talking about the struggle. If you go back and listen to all the early MCs, when they hear that record, that makes them want to tell the story of where they from and the struggle that they dealing with. You see what
I gotta disagree with you, Uncle James. Africa Bambaataa wasn't rapping about no motherfucking struggle.
Yeah, but he wasn't rapping at all.
Jay-Z wasn't rapping about no
Hold on. He wasn't rapping at all. Did you hear what I said? African Bambaataa, he's not a rapper.
Man, come on, Uncle James. He the founder of hip hop. Let's not do that.
No, it's not.
You know how many people? You know how many? I could call Uncle Reggie right now. He'll say, "Tell Pan African James stop playing with us."
You could call him, and I wouldn't care what Reggie said. He's not the founder of hip hop. African Bambaataa comes out. African Bambaataa come out in the 80s.
So who the founder of hip hop?
You would say the Bronx. Just that whole territory.
That's Africa Bambaataa. What did you?
No, hey, that's the whole. That's the whole. Let me
go back to name another rapper besides Africa Bambaataa that was rapping when he was rapping.
You had a whole bunch of people before Africa Bambaataa.
Name one.
He's not even a rapper. I'm not from New York, so you have Grandmaster Caz. You got a whole bunch of these old. Yeah, he's Grandmaster. All of these people, these grandmasters, he got his name after them.
All right, so let me ask you this: if you saying
DJ Mario, so they said DJ Mario was really the first one.
Oh look, so
if you say throwing the party, the park jam. So
hold up, real quick. If you say
DJ Hurt,
rapper, what are you saying?
I'm not saying he's not a part of hip hop. I'm saying he's not a rapper. He's it was kind of like techno hop. He just did like a beat part. He's like if you go listen to go listen to Planet Rock. He ain't saying that. He's not rapping on there. He's saying
what
party
you call
people,
it? What do you
people. He's like he's an MC, but he's not a rapper. You don't even the origins of MC is just people that the person on the mic is just really getting the party jumping and saying, "Hey, everybody over here, everybody." That's not rapping.
That wasn't
huh? Go listen to Planet Rock. You can put it up right now and listen to it and tell me if he rapping or not.
Bambaataa was actually saying stuff that he was writing down. I don't know what you're talking about. He wasn't no goddamn mic controller.
Man, I don't know what you're talking about.
He was an artist.
Okay, well, what rap did he have? Name one.
Let's go to his biggest song. What do you call it?
Planet Rock.
What you call it?
I told you to play Planet Rock.
I'm saying
what
do you call the words coming out of his mouth? What do you call it?
That's MCing, but it's just MCing from a DJ. It's MCing from a DJ's perspective. Before the rapper, it was just a person that was DJing at a party, and he was hyping the party up on the mic. You don't know that?
That ain't what we talking about.
That's what I'm trying to.
That's off topic. We talking about Bambaataa being the king.
He's not Curtis Blow.
I mean, hip-hop.
He's not Melly Mel. He's not that. He's Grandmaster Flash, which is the DJ. He's not Melly Mel. It was Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. The Furious Five was the rappers. Grandmaster Flash was the DJ. See, they used to pay homage to the DJ. It's Run DMC and Jam Master Jay. You see what I'm saying? The DJ always got they do. It ain't even no DJ no more.
Oh look, so you saying hold up.
What's the name of your DJ? Let me ask you this.
We're gonna go to the next topic. We're gonna go to the next topic.
Can you answer this question before we go to what's the name of your DJ? You don't got a DJ.
What you mean?
It used to be a time when you had to have a DJ to be a rapper.
That ain't got nothing to do with it.
Now got nothing to do with it. That's why hip hop is messed up right now.
Hold up.
That's what I'm saying. You don't even understand the fundamentals.
I didn't say you do this. You keep running from me. This is what we talking about. We talking about Afrika Bambaataa being the founder of hip hop. This is what we talking. We ain't talking about what they used to do. And
he's the founder of the Zulu Nation, bro. You're not understanding what you're saying.
Before we close the argument, because this is what you just said. Are you saying the Afrika Bambaataa was just a DJ? Is that what you just said?
I'm saying that he was a musician. That's what I'm saying. And I'm also saying that he's not the founder of hip hop. He's the founder of the Zulu Nation, which is a part of hip hop.
Y'all heard it here first. Hey, Uncle Reggie.
Well, wait till you can get him on here yourself. And I'm gonna say the same thing. You can get Afrika Bambaataa on here. And I'm gonna tell him to his face.
We ain't gonna get him on here.
I'm gonna tell you. I'll tell him to his face. I'm gonna tell you. I'll tell him to his face that he ain't the founder of hip hop, and he gonna say, "Yeah, you right. I'm the founder of the Zulu Nation."
In New York.
Huh?
That's what they say in New York.
Man, they also said the man wasn't a pedophile. We see how that worked. So now, there we have that. So see how things happen.
We talking about something. We talking about something that's. We See,
we didn't know the nigga was a pedophile back then either. But see how things.
Both can be true. Both can be true.
So that's what I'm trying. Go look it up. Ask the internet. You could type in ChatGPT. Is Afrika Bambaataa a MC? Is he a rapper?
How about we ask, is Afrika Bambaataa the founder of hip hop in New York?
Yeah, ask it that. It's gonna say no.
All right.
You put it up on the screen, it's gonna tell you no. He's the founder of the Zulu Nation. But see, that's what happened when you young and you ain't really deep.
Man, Uncle Reggie told me this. We ain't gotta
listen. Reggie don't know everything. See what I'm saying? Texas. So that's how and he from
we gotta listen to a nigga from Fort Worth, Texas.
Yeah, because I can learn history from anywhere on the planet.
Shit. Hold up. I was wrong.
See.
All right, so it says it was all right, so hold up. Never mind. I wasn't wrong because they calling it they saying it's a DJ. They saying it was DJ Kool Herc. But that's a DJ. You just went on for
But
3
I
minutes.
told you the hip hop started
Hold up.
with the
You
D.
just went
That's
on for
crazy,
3
cuz.
minutes.
You can't be
Hold
doing
up. You
this.
just
You
went
can't
on
do
for
that,
3 minutes.
Sean.
How
Don't
a
do that.
DJ is not a rapper. So we can't go by DJ Kool Herc. All right, so it
Yeah,
says
I know.
African Bambaataa and Grandmaster Flash. That's what it say.
What about
It say they will be other pioneers like
it? Yes.
African Bambaataa and Grandmaster Flash
But
also played crucial roles.
but the
But it's
MC, the
giving it.
coldest MC of all is Melly Mel. That is the coldest. He's the Dundada. He's the one. He's everything as far as like real MCing. If you were MC, you got to give him his credit as far as bringing hip hop to a whole nother level. Because first it was just hip hop, a hip it to the hip hop, you don't stop, a rocket to the bang bang, boogie say up, jump the boogie to the rhythm of the boogie to beat. Now what you hear is not a test. I'm rapping to the beat. Just
now hold up, Uncle James.
and
That's
friends are
rapping.
gonna try. Yeah, I know, but okay, that's rapping. But that's rapping on a elementary level compared to what Melly Mel brought to the game.
Uncle James,
You're
you
not
don't think
listening.
New York?
I was living through this. You wasn't even around.
Hold up, look. You just made a perfect.
That was my jam too. That was one of the coldest. That jam, that what I just rapped, that lasted for 2 years. Nobody wasn't rapping nothing but that song for 2 years straight. That song about 12 minutes long. I know that whole song from front to back.
Hold up. You coming in 2025 saying that was elementary. You saying that was elementary rap. But
yes.
you had people in New York that was looking at Big Mo, Zero, DJ Screw, all of that as elementary rap. So what we saying is still the same thing. It's still rap.
Well, okay, let me explain something to you. That is an elementary form of rap. You got levels to rap. I mean, there's something wrong with that. Now let me say, I favor a more elementary style of rap over something that's too complex. That goes
besides Lil Wayne, he the only one that could do it.
What you mean?
He the only one that could make that complex shit put together. I like elementary rap too. I agree.
Yeah. So what? I don't know. What's the Lil Wayne reference mean? He could. You like, saying he can make it complex and still enjoyable?
Yeah, like Carter 2, Carter 3, like Father Like Son.
Okay. I got
all the mixtapes.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So you saying he could do it, but you haven't heard too many others that could make a complex rhyme be enjoyable.
Right.
What about Jay-Z? Do his rhymes on complex, or you saying they simplified?
I think Jay-Z is a simple rapper.
Okay, yeah, okay. So you saying that Lil Wayne is more complex than Jay-Z? Well, what about Nas?
As far as metaphors and rapping,
I don't know. I don't listen. See, this is what I'm saying. You gotta understand, Lil Wayne is young, and I don't think that he really didn't jump off as far as like being away from the hot boys, but they didn't really get to jumping off to what, the 2000s? When would you say they kind of, because Master P had his run like 97, 98. 98, Master P jumped on the scene in 98.
Now it had to be the 90s for sure.
Okay, so what was they first? The Hot Boys was their first album?
The Block is Hot. Let me see.
What year is that?
Let me see.
Because see, I'm thinking I never heard about them guys until the 2000s.
1999. 99.
So just so I'm gonna pay attention. You said 1999. It probably came out, but they wasn't nobody we was checking for. We was already in there. Everybody else there from the whole 90s. We was still dealing with MC8 and Too Short. They was still top tier at that time. Now they falling off at that time, but you got P. He pushed the line for New Orleans in 97. How I know he pushed the line in 97? Because that was the year I got out of the P. You see what I'm saying? When I got out.
But look though, you got to understand.
Wasn't no music in New Orleans until 97.
Yeah, no, listen to me. Birdman had UNLV in like 97, 96. And
no. Well, I don't know. Wait, hold on. Is that Throwing by the River? Is that song right there?
Yeah.
Well, when did that song right there? Is that them? Is that? I think that's P, ain't it?
Hold up, throwing
That
by the
song
river.
by the swamp.
That sound like Yellow Boy.
Yeah, by the river. Whose group was that?
That was No
That
Limit.
P. Yeah,
Yeah.
but then no limit. I mean, Cash Money went around then. If it
Nah,
ain't that song
they had.
right there,
Hold up, Uncle James. I'm telling you, they had UNLV, and they had some females. They had this like 4 years before Wayne came on the scene.
well, that don't count. All the stuff that we
It
didn't
don't
hear.
count.
Listen, bro. If it wasn't coming on, if I didn't hear it, it don't count. That's how it works. So if you wasn't popular enough, man, that's how. So how can somebody be accountable if they ain't even on the radio? If they ain't nobody that somebody saying, if somebody said, man, you need to go get this Cash Money record. Ain't nobody saying this at this time. You ain't even around. So I know you don't know. Ain't nobody telling me to go get no Cash Money album in 1999, bro. Ain't nobody told me to go do that.
But I know for a fact Cash Money was out way before they had Lil Wayne. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's cool. But ain't nobody told me to go pick up the album. But I was riding around doing it. So that don't matter.
Brother, you was in Fort Worth. That's you.
So you saying
you.
People, I guarantee you, if we could pull up somebody from Houston, Texas in 1997, they're gonna tell you they ain't heard nothing about no Cash Money.
Man,
what are you talking about? I know how hip hop went.
Uncle Reggie
like we were dealing with hip hop in 1997.
Uncle James, Uncle Reggie heard about Cash Money in the early 90s.
No, he didn't. I can guarantee you, Reggie wasn't even listening to hip hop in the 90s. You already know he wasn't. Not the type of stuff we talking about, man. What is Reggie look like? Reggie used to like back that ass up in 19.
This is how we know Uncle James wasn't listening to no rap music. Check this out, y'all. Crazy. Check this out, y'all. Now, this how long Birdman been stunting. UNLV, Cash Money, Uptown for Life, 1996. Mac Meth Callio, 1995. Straight Out the Gutter, UNLV, 1994. Six and Barone, UNLV, 1993. Having Things, Miss T. Remember I said they had females? Miss T, 1995. Pimpin' Ain't Easy, DJ Calico P, 1996. UNLV, you got, see, when you think about Cash Money, you can't go to motherfucking Ghetto. What's the name of that group? You can't go to motherfucking Juvenile and Lil Wayne, brother. You got to start off with UNLV. You got to do your due diligence. Now look,
so basically what you telling me is I need to be dealing with Too Short. Hold up, I need to be dealing with Too Short in 1982, huh? That's what you telling me. When he was just regional and local, I should know about Too Short in 1992. 82.
The only reason I know this is because when their verses, a month before their verses happened, they was talking about who gonna be in there, Turk, blase, this and that and that.
Right.
And then you had all these people saying, what about UNLV? What about UNLV? I did my research.
You didn't even know about them. That's crazy, ain't it?
I'm in the club.
Hold on. You never knew about them, huh?
Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. I'm in the club I go to every weekend, and I see this one man that I know he ain't from Texas. I'm knowing this nigga not from Texas. He happened to be one of the UNLV artists, you know what I'm saying? So do your due diligence. You got Cash Money 1993, nigga.
That don't mean shit. You got Rap A Lot in 1980, 84 or something. They didn't until Scarface and Willie G.
Let's count.
See what I'm saying? So you saying I'm lying? Go look it up.
No, you don't have no Rap A Lot 1984.
Go look. Okay, well, what you gonna say? Rap A Lot came out in?
I'm gonna say about 88.
No. Go look it up. You might be right. But we got the internet. That's the beauty of it, so we can check.
Right.
So go look it up. I'm gonna say that they had their first Ghetto Boys group you might be right by 85, 86, 87, 88. Not 88. I don't think it was 88, but you might be right. But what I'm saying is everybody don't have success when they first start rapping.
Yep. 1988.
And he changed that whole lineup. And that's when Jay had success. Now, you know the story. You right there.
1988, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
And that probably was some garbage.
Here you go right here. After 88,
No, they
Making
got
Trouble.
something before that right there.
My bad,
You
Making
lying to
Trouble. It's
me.
called Making Trouble.
Where is the album that he got with? Oh, that might be it right there. You might be right. It might be
And then
Making
after
Trouble
that,
right there.
it's
They see
Rip
they
It.
had DJ Ready Red. He was still in there. And see, is that Bushwick down there? See,
Yeah.
that might not be right. Click
Which
that
one?
Rap a Lot click link right there and see what that say.
They say the first one is Making Trouble. Which one you want me to click on?
No,
The
not right
Wikipedia?
there to the right where it say Rap a Lot Records. Click that little label. Not that. Yeah, right. Yeah, click that right there and see what that say. That's gonna take us to when he first see 86. Told you.
What the album at? When
It
that
was
say
it
the
was it wasn't
founded the
no
label. That's when he found it. Give me the
yeah.
music.
So when you found the label, don't you
It
gotta
ain't
have
no
a
album.
record?
All right, look. I'm gonna type it in. Rap a Lot albums. It only goes back.
It say 19 a major release 1987 down there. Just click that thing down there. It's telling you. It's Car Free.
Okay.
That's the first album. He found it in 86. He dropped the album in 87. See?
All right, hold up. Where we at?
Found in 1986. 39 years ago.
All right,
the Car Freak was the first album.
What we see 1987 at?
Keep going down.
It say the first distributed release Raheem 1988.
Yeah, that's Vigilante. But keep going. You got to go down to what see these saying they telling the whole historiography.
Yeah, we talking about the album.
Okay, I know, but when you go down to where they start showing the albums at, it's gonna have a list of albums.
Okay.
See, right there. Like you just went past it. Go back up.
Go back up.
No. Right there where it starts showing a list right there.
Right here.
You see right there? 1987. Car Free.
Okay.
Ghetto Boys. You ain't nothing. Told you.
Car Freak was the album?
I think that was a single.
That was a song, brother.
Yeah, I think that was a single.
Brother. We talking about the first album, brother. It
was
Raheem, the Vigilante.
Yeah, that's the first album. I'm talking about when they started.
Hey, when y'all talk to Uncle James, man.
Now you trying to act like I wasn't right. But you see it say 1987 right
album.
there.
I say when they first album.
That ain't even the Ghetto Boys album. That ain't the Ghetto Boys album that I'm talking about. Huh?
We was talking about
I know that. What I'm saying is that's Prince Raheem and some more cats. They wasn't Prince Johnny C. They wasn't no good. Well, I ain't gonna say they wasn't no good. No, I'm just saying they wasn't the original. They wasn't the Ghetto Boys that became famous. I just put it like that. They wasn't because so
like UNLV.
Like UNLV. They was out. But if we ain't heard them, what good is that? You know what I'm saying? So that's just how that went, bro. They and that's cold if we ain't heard. They right in Louisiana and we ain't heard of. See, it ain't like the internet days y'all got now where everything is instant.
Now,
you gotta be jamming. See, back in the day, you had to really been jamming for get word of mouth to Texas.
My mama heard of them. My mama heard of them. You ain't heard of them. All right, let me say this. Vulture says Troutman sings the hook on California Love. Uncle James, you knew that? You knew that?
You froze for a second. What you say?
Vulture says Troutman sings the hook on California Love. You knew that?
Yeah, because the West Coast is heavily influenced by Roger Troutman and Zach. All of that before hip hop, that's all we was listening to was Mobile to the Ounce and all of that type of stuff, bro. Like I'm telling you, y'all be killing me. You know what I'm saying?
Hold up. We got a lot of comments. Indigenous Black Man says, peace, Super Wavy. Is 50 years old. Don't let the Just for Men hair dye fool y'all. Indigenous Black Man says, 50 years old. I'm great.
You was born in the 80s.
All right. Volta says, you mean the Maxi Priest dreads come with the do-rag? I'm confused. Pimp C was so disappointed in Atlanta, he didn't even consider them the South. That's a fact. That's a fact.
He was tripping on that.
What
that I don't know what that was when he was doing that. I think it was something that was behind the scenes as far as like what he's seen the trajectory of hip hop was going, as far as what they was doing in Atlanta. I don't know. It might have been some stuff. I think it was some homosexuality that he wasn't agreeing with.
Hey, look. When you walk into a spot and it's a circus, you didn't pay to go into a circus. You paid to go into a spot. So Pimp C said, you niggas lying about fake dope prices. You niggas, it's a lot of the Rainbow Coalition out there at a massive rate. Pimp C predicted all of this, brother. So if you want to say you don't know what Pimp was talking about, open your eyes or go there.
No, I ain't never been to Atlanta.
Volta says Rakeem's flow changed everything. That's for you, Uncle James.
I don't know. Because by that time, I think Rakim had already came out. So I don't think he was doing nothing groundbreaking.
All right, Volta says Rap-A-Lot started in '86 and ended when Big Mike left.
Nah,
it ended with Zero. It ended when Zero goddamn kept getting abused. That's when it ended.
No, I think it ended.
Hey, Rap-A-Lot going on right now. Finesse 2 times. My bad. Go ahead, Uncle James.
I think it ended when the feds. Well, that genre of Rap-A-Lot ended when the feds came and locked them up. Tried to lock up Jay. That's when he left the rap industry and went into boxing. Because we ain't had no, none of those groups, those foundational groups don't even make music no more. But I understand some of that, the business end of that wasn't right. You can listen to what Faith say, and you can listen to what Big Mike said, and a lot of the artists, saying that the business wasn't right.
I had to do my research on Big Mike about I want to say like
you said research
7 years ago. I had to do my research on Big Mike like 7 years ago. Uncle James, can you give us a little insight?
Man, now what was wild about Big Mike is that he came from Louisiana, right? He actually, if I was gonna say, I say Big Mike is the first. I don't know. I think he's the first MC out of Louisiana, mainstream, or the one that everybody respected before even a Cash Money or a No Limit. Big Mike dropped The Convicts in '92. You ever listen to that album?
No, sir.
Go check that album out. That's an album you need to check out if you're from Houston. You need to go back and listen to how that's a concept album, and that album is so hard, man. You're gonna trip. You need to start doing reviews of old Houston hip hop, and then let you lead the way.
The only
they be doing them reviews on them hip hop, and they'll be for the first time they heard something.
The only thing
you need to listen to that.
We have to do it on Twitch. But go ahead, my bad.
You need to listen to that album. I'm telling you, Sean. Like really, like immediate. Like if you ain't never heard that, you need to just go on in the live and just go on to get into that. You an MC too. You need to listen to how hip hop is structured and with care and how you could really.
Man, you think I give a fuck about how hip hop was structured? You think I give a fuck about a nigga from somewhere else?
That's why hip hop ain't in the top 40 right now.
You need to listen to this. Are you fucking? He from Louisiana, nigga. You just said it. What the hell is wrong with you? You think I give a fuck how hip hop was structured? Nigga, I hear the beat and make love to it, nigga. This Pimp C. See, that's what's wrong with you old ass niggas, man.
You think you Pimp C? I know you don't think you Pimp C, because Pimp C been saying some stuff. I bet you ain't never said some stuff to Pimp C.
I'm after Pimp C, nigga. We talking that. If you ain't talking about, see, you don't know about stunting. Like you said, you don't like Birdman. You ain't like when Birdman was talking about this. You damn sure ain't gonna like the Pimp. The Pimp.
See, you only know Pimp C in his Pimp phase. That's what's wrong with you. You don't know Pimp C before the Pimp phase. You don't know Pimp C when he was just a rapper. When he was a real, he was just MCing. You don't know him
Why
from
you
Pocket
keep
Full of
saying
so so
MCing?
so
This ain't New
so
York. See,
so so
hold on.
on Pocket
Now I
Full
gotta
of
tell you.
Stones.
Oh look, now I gotta tell you this.
Go listen to
Ain't no MCing
go
in
listen
Texas.
to Super Tight. What are you
Ain't no
talking about?
MCing in Texas.
Yes, it is.
We rapping down here.
Nah, that's
Ain't no
MCing.
MCing. What is
Yeah,
wrong
that's
with
what
you?
it is. Those are MCs, but y'all don't want to give. So you don't want to give. You don't give Bun and Pimp C they
You
respective
got caught
MCs.
with that work on 10, made a deal with them people, turn your fall partner in. Uncle James, what are you talking about?
Man, you don't even. You go back. You probably have never
Hold up.
listened to
Answer
Super
this.
Tight.
You got caught with that work on 10, made a deal with the devil to put your fall partner in. What are you talking about?
He talking about the streets.
So do they got something to do with MCing? Hey, crowd, say hey, ho, hibbity do. Nah, we talking about the highway taking them penitentiary chances. So you be playing them games, man. Ain't no MCing going on in the side.
Yeah,
That's what
well,
Pimp
see
C trying to
what you
tell you.
gotta do.
They albums on that side of the store.
So you said Melly, basically you said Melly Mel ain't an MC then.
See, I gotta look into Melly Mel. I ain't never heard. Where you from?
But that's basically what you saying. Melly Mel is not an MC.
Where you
Okay,
from,
got it.
huh?
See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all don't know history.
Man, we think we give a damn about. Hey, look. I'm
So
trying to be respectful.
don't you be dealing with history every
Cause
day?
I don't know if these
We
niggas
got
dead.
Khaled in the
I'm
back.
trying to be
What is Khaled
respectful.
doing in the back? Khaled is a historian. Why is Malcolm in the back? Malcolm is a historian. Why you got these
Melly Mel and Big Mike. You man, look here, Uncle
Man,
James,
they
Uncle
test
James,
those are MCs,
Uncle
man. I
James.
don't want to.
Listen to me.
You
I
can
came up
go
off.
ask
I'm
Big
gonna tell
Mike.
you. Hold on, let me
He
tell you
gonna
who I
tell
came
you
up off
an
for.
MC. Like what?
Hold on, let me tell you who I came up off for. I came up off for Pimp C, Lil Wayne, 2 Chainz, Ice Cube, Biggie.
That's impossible.
Hold up, Biggie, and yeah, that's about it. Them 5 right there, brother. So we talking late 90s, 2000s. We talking the 2 goats, Lil Wayne and Biggie. We can't be talking about no minuscule small fries, Uncle James. I don't reach in the bottom of my bag for small fries. I know they not
Who you calling a small fry?
whoever you saying we need to go look up that ain't a lick in a boot or the bottom of the boot.
You talking about Melly Mel?
Whoever you said we need to
So
go
you
look
saying
up
if you don't know
is
him,
Melly Mel from Texas.
Melly Mel is from New York, the origins
All
of
right,
hip
so
hop.
we ain't got nothing. Look, we good on Biggie. We good with one nigga, Biggie.
That's the last great MC of hip hop about New York.
Is Melly Mel better than Biggie?
Well, if you put it in the context of when he came out, yeah.
There he go with this bullshit, y'all.
You gotta have context, bro. Imagine you doing a hip, a hop, a hip to the hip hop, and you don't. Imagine you do that and then you come out with the message. Go listen to the message.
Have you ever heard the
hold on, it's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under.
Have you ever heard the 10 crack
Rats
commandments?
in the front room, roaches in the back, junkies in the alley with a baseball bat. I tried to get away, but I couldn't get far because the man with the tow truck repossessed my car. See what I'm saying? He talking about the struggle of what was going on in the crap at the beginning. Man, you can go look at that video. You don't even understand what was going on in New York at that. Man, it looked like a war zone. You ever looked at Beach Street?
Goodness gracious, the paper. Where the cash at? Where the stash at?
Well, you
nigga, blast that before you get your ass bumped. 350 pump, 357
Guess what song that is? Watch this.
One flip.
That's the
Man,
give me the loot. You rapping, give me the loot. Is that not the song? Is that the title of that song? Give me the loot.
Ain't no song better than Give Me the Loot that you talking about from Melly Mel or
The message is just as good as Give Me the Loot. What are you talking about? You better go back and do your research.
Give me a song better than Give Me the Loot.
The message is the Give Me the Loot is a blueprint from the message. How about that?
I'm saying what song better?
The message is better than Give Me the Loot. I just told you.
Hey, y'all put in the chat.
Messed up.
Hey, y'all put in the chat. Which song better? The message?
Man, you better go back and man. Look, that song was so deep that I had to get grown to even understand what he was talking about. the struggles that you have to deal with as an adult, he was talking about I was a kid. I hadn't even started paying bills yet. The shit he was talking about, a tow truck's coming to repossess your car. I ain't have a car.
I'm gonna fuck you up with this too. I'm gonna fuck you up with this too.
Yeah,
I gotta add 2 more.
Thank you. Be careful, Ralph.
All right.
0, Big Mo, Slim Thug, J Dog.
What about?
They all go harder than all the niggas you naming.
So
where's these?
Let me ask you this.
So you was
hold on, the people you just named. Hold on, I'm gonna ask you this. I'm gonna ask you this. You said the people you
hold
just
on.
named.
So you was living in the South, jamming New York niggas only?
No. Hold on a second. Let me catch the phone real quick. Let me mute the mic. How I do that?
All right, let me get some of these.
Okay, let me mute.
All right, let me get some of these comments. Uncle Lassar, peace to you, Uncle Lassar. Seen you earlier. Say that's a play on a play on a play. All right, Uncle Lassar says Uncle Lassar says Mel was better than Biggie in his era. Man, you New York niggas, I don't know. Maybe I didn't like Biggie because he was
Listen, man. Now, back to Texas. So you just named off about 5 MCs, right? You say they ain't MCs, though. Okay.
Rappers.
Okay, rappers, whatever you want to rap. A rapper is an MC.
MC.
I guess you don't know rapping and MCing at the same time. But either which way it goes.
You said it wasn't earlier. So
no, I didn't. No, I didn't. I just said that they was MCs and you disagreed and said they wasn't. But rapping and MCing is the same thing. That's somebody on the mic. But either which way that go, let me explain something to you. You named Zero, Slim Thug, and who else?
J Dog, Big Mo.
Okay. Now, do you think that those rappers are better than the rappers that came out of Rap a Lot in the beginning? And I'm talking about starting from Scarface, the Convict, Big Mike.
Scarface was the only one.
Devin the
Dude.
Was the only one. I'm not. That shit is a whole group.
No. We're not talking about no Willie D, brother. We're not talking about Willie D. You ain't
know how you ever listen to Phantom of the Rap. Hold on, slow down.
We're not talking about none of them.
You being disrespectful. You really being disrespectful right now, Sean.
Scarface
was that's what's going on.
Scarface was the shit.
Nah, Willie D was the shit too. Bushwick Bill was the shit too. Each one of them have dropped a classic album.
Juvenile was the shit. Who? BG was the shit. But Lil Wayne,
that's what I'm saying. You don't understand that you dealing with errors. We dealing with errors, but you don't even understand. You probably even never heard these albums that I could tell. Have you ever heard the Phantom of the Rapper by Bushwick Bill? That whole album?
No. Hey, Uncle James.
That's what I'm saying. You don't even know what you're talking about, kid.
I can't listen to
man. Phantom of the Rapper is the shit.
I'm gonna tell you again. I came up off of Lil Wayne.
Man.
And let me add Nelly. Let me add Nelly. Lil Wayne.
He said Nelly.
Biggie. 2 Chainz.
Man, you was out.
Lil
Flip.
Said
Nelly.
Zero. J Dog. Slim Thug. Big Mo. We didn't come up off of no Ghetto Boys and
crazy.
No, Scarface. Smile for me. You just smile. See, we talking about generational classics. We ain't talking about no motherfucking albums you just listen to because you bored. We don't know. This 2020. I'm an internet baby.
I treat a chick like a queen, but she has to realize I'm the goddamn king.
See, that's the Ghetto Boys album. That's the Ghetto Boys record.
That was everybody's line going to school for the next 3 months.
He don't even understand what's going on, Asar. He don't even like this kid. He ain't even never listened to he don't even know what controversy is.
Yeah.
Hold on.
What is controversy?
The album or the word?
An album.
See, we don't.
What album is that?
Do you know what the Drought 3 is?
Do you know what?
Do you know what the Drought 2 is?
Have you ever heard motherfuck the KKK?
Have you ever heard No Ceilings 2?
He don't even know how revolutionary that album is, bro.
You talk. Fuck all that
You
revolutionary
don't
shit.
even know
Fuck all that. Fuck all
how
that
that album
revolutionary
was
shit.
the first
Fuck-
album
fuck-
to kick the dough down for the South.
Fuck
You
all
don't
that
even know
revolutionary
that.
shit.
You just
Have you
don't
ever
even
heard
talk.
No Ceilings
Bro.
One?
Who?
No Ceilings One.
No Ceilings One.
Y'all hear that? So
I'm trying to
now y'all
understand
see what I'm dealing
you
with.
saying
He never
volume
heard Lil
volume
Wayne.
one?
He never
Are you
heard
saying
Lil Wayne
volume
No
one?
Ceilings One, but he want to tell me about an album. You want to talk about albums? No Ceilings One. I'm telling you a Lil Wayne mixtape that was better than albums. Lil Wayne was dropping mixtapes better than albums. You want to tell me about a Bushwick Bill album? Come on,
Man,
gang.
you better go listen to Phantom of the Rapper, bro. That's all I can tell you.
I
You need to be writing this down. You really do. You really need to be writing this down. You need to go listen to Bushwick Bill, Phantom of the Rapper. You need to go listen to the Willie D Controversy. You need to go listen to the album. I'm talking about from front to back. Listen to it.
All right, let's
tell
make
me,
sure
tell me them albums ain't jamming.
Hold up. Let's make sure we ain't tripping. Are you saying that Bushwick Bill and Willie D was better than Scarface? Are you saying that?
No, I'm not saying that.
Okay, all right, we good. Uncle Assault.
What I'm saying is they got some bodies of work that's very, very valuable to hip hop.
Yeah, BG and Juvenile do too. They
but
do
hold
too.
on, we were just talking about who you mentioned in Texas. We were talking about Texas. We were talking about Slim Thug, Zero, and whoever else you mentioned. We were talking about Texas hip hop. You done jumped all the way out the state.
Cause look,
see how he jumped out the state when I started going back through history. I'm talking about the chronology of hip hop in Texas, bro.
Uncle James, I'm showing you how a label could have good artists, but then they had that one artist that just make it all make sense.
Jamming was jamming, the dude was jamming.
That's what Scarface was.
Big Mike album, Something Serious is jamming. What are you talking?
What would the Ghetto Boys be without Scarface?
Man, what are you talking about? You got Gangsta Nip albums that's jamming. You don't even know, man. You don't even know nothing about a G to a key. You don't know nothing about none of this stuff.
Hold on,
man, I was too
this
years
is crazy,
old.
bro.
I was 2
you
years
don't
old.
even know what's going on.
Hold on. Let's do this.
Let me paint the picture for you.
I swag. I serve.
I'm finna mute out of so this.
Hold on. Nah, don't mute that. You gotta rap this with me. Hold up. We're gonna rap Lil Wayne, Swag Surf, Freestyle.
What about it?
Yeah,
hold up. We're gonna rap it. Let's see if we know it. Hold up. We're gonna rap it and see if we know it.
But it's dangerous.
We're gonna rap it and see if we know it, Uncle James.
I open it.
So,
right.
Man,
you ready?
You don't want to do that. I don't even know what song.
Hold on.
Go ahead, Uncle Saw.
Let me paint the picture, right? So, because of our age, our down south at one time was Ron C, Shy D, and Laquan. That's what in 2 Live Crew. To the point where 2 Live Crew was so big, they go to a stadium. It wasn't doing regular concerts. So when we see some of the new guys come out, they don't have the same. It doesn't have the same mania. When Public Enemy would come out, they would do a stadium, and you know what I'm saying. And
hold on. You been paying attention to Young Boy concert?
Yeah, NBA Young Boy go too.
Look.
I know.
Everybody got a green flag now.
No, your NBA Young Boy goes, but you know what y'all do at the concert? Y'all hold up cell phone. What we did at the concert, we was jamming, dancing. It was a mania.
Y'all didn't have a cell phone.
No,
y'all
we
didn't have
them.
A camera.
We had them.
Y'all didn't have a camera phone.
We had the flip phone.
We didn't have no phone.
No, we had the flip
phone. Hold on. Let me be clear.
Y'all didn't.
The time I'm talking about, hold up,
y'all didn't have no apps.
Listen,
y'all didn't have Instagram.
The time I'm talking about, we did have.
We wasn't just holding cameras. We was partying and hollering at the honeys.
Hold up, listen. Let me tell you a story.
We do that too.
We had phones, but only certain people had phones back then.
I got it.
You had to be a major baller. You had to be a major baller to have a phone.
So you know what I was doing because I had the big brick phone. Nobody else.
Yeah.
And the phone bill was $400 something for 2 minutes.
It's like this, Uncle Saw.
Yeah,
it's about that
there
big.
Go right there.
Yeah, so that's how big the phones was.
With a short antenna.
Yeah, and they had a short, big, fat antenna on the top. So Yeah. So that's what was going on back in our era. But at the same time, the chronology of history is being disrespected. And that's what the problem is with this generation. So before you got on, I was running down through how hip hop hadn't made the top 40 for the first time this week in 30 years. This is the first time this never happened. So I'm trying to ask Sean, like, where did y'all go wrong? Because it ain't us, right? So why is it falling off? He said it was the ratchetness of the female MC. Hold up. He said it was the ratchetness of the female MC.
It is the reason why you horny motherfuckers signing these female strippers. It is y'all, nigga. You horny motherfuckers signing these female strippers, nigga.
No,
the fuck is you talking about? We ain't signing these hoes. We ain't signing these hoes. Y'all is.
You ain't got no 360 deal.
Y'all signing these hoes.
I'm gonna tell you what went wrong, right? So it went from the seller to the user, and case in point, and shout out to you, Future, if you ever hear this, right? Because I know you know what it is, Zoe. You know what is how it go down. But Future is a user, right?
Oh,
Biggie is a seller, and even though like Raekwon was almost a transition because he was a seller and a user.
Hey, so ATL boy. Hold up, ATL boy. Uncle James never heard of Dedication 1 and 2 by Lil Wayne. He never heard this shit. It's hard out here.
When you going, you have to understand the style of the music changed. It went from rhythm y'all will be in the club playing that. You won't dance to it. You will hold up your cell phone and y'all will look at each other while the usage is going on. Where when Biggie come on, it's the 3 crack commandments. Soon as that come on, we done smack something on the butt. The whole floor is jamming. Everybody dancing.
See, and look, you ever heard of Beat King?
Feel.
You ever heard? Hold up. Nah, I can't agree. You ever heard of Beat King?
Yeah.
All right. When they play Beat King on the club, nigga, the spirit, nigga, you smell, nigga, you
see how he describing this, James?
So exactly how you were saying how y'all felt back in the day.
Yes.
You put on them anthems. You put on that French Montana. Don't stop, pop that. See, we is levels. You got that music still going on.
Music or something?
I'm saying twerk music.
See that?
Whatever I'm saying, we didn't even have that. Didn't jump out to the 90s, bro.
Nah. I ain't. That ain't what we talking about. We talking about the energy it bring when it come on in the club. Like motherfuckers is active.
Well, see, I'm gonna be honest with you. He's saying that everything was a party, but that's not true because we was in an era like of seriousness with the Public Enemy. Like if you was smiling, that was like frowned upon in hip hop. Like Ice Cube got a line, niggas always gotta show they teeth. See? Like what you smiling for? This shit ain't nothing to be smiling about. You see what I'm saying? It was just the seriousness of hip hop. And I guess I'm just too serious. Y'all want to have fun and party while shit is fucked up. So, but I guess that's what the problem is. That's what I see the problem is. I think that it ain't a balance in hip hop no more, where y'all addressing the current day issues in there. I could be wrong because you say I'm not listening, but I got a reason not to listen because everybody you talking about, and I bet if I had to put on that Lil Wayne music, if it's auto-tune, I don't want to hear it. If he using his real voice or something, like he did when they first came out, I probably could stand that. When they was doing the blocking,
Uncle James,
but that auto-tune killed me, man.
That Roger Zapp, man. That's not.
That was only one person, and trust me, it wasn't everybody wasn't doing that, bro.
Hold on, real quick.
What he was doing was music.
Hold up, Uncle James. That Roger Zapp and T-Pain auto-tune, nobody. That's archaic, nigga. Auto-tune, you sound like yourself now, nigga. That's like saying I don't want to hear, nigga. Hold up.
Why you gonna just take it out?
Hold up. That's like saying, Hold up. That's like saying I don't want to hear a nigga with no delay on his voice. I don't want to hear a nigga with no compressor. That's like saying that. Like, nigga, that's a part of mixing and mastering. Are you crazy?
Yeah, I am. Because I know it wasn't
You
done
want to hear
before.
you want to hear basement. You want to hear goddamn basement boom bap.
No, I want to hear your voice. I don't want. I want to hear what Sean sound like. There's the composed to what Lil Wayne sound like, as opposed to what Future sound like, or anybody else. I don't want everybody's tone to be the same because that's what it is. And you can't sit up and
Yeah, it
act
ain't.
like I'm
But
crazy and I'm just
it's
that I don't
levels to
know.
auto tune.
He
It's
said it's
levels to
level.
auto
No,
tune.
it ain't.
The people you naming, they auto tune is not super heavy. It's levels to it. That's why I say you can hear their voice. You hear the auto tune, but you hear their voice. It ain't like we listening to a robot like the
what's
Zap.
wrong with
We're
just
not
taking
listening
it
to
out?
the Zap band where it's a robot.
So let me ask you this: Wow, what's wrong with taking it all the way out? Is something wrong with that?
Ain't nothing
No, and that
wrong.
used
Ain't
to be
nothing wrong
jamming.
with it. But that's like this. That's like saying this. That's
Man, I
like
couldn't
saying this.
imagine listening to Chuck D with
Hold up, Uncle.
motherfucking
That's
auto
like
tune.
this. You got a regular guitar. That's like this. It's like this.
Listen to LL with
Hold up.
auto
It's like
tune.
this.
Come on,
Hold up. It's like
man.
this.
Like
You
what
got a
are we
regular
watching
guitar.
with auto tune? Like
Hold up, Uncle James.
Hold
Uncle
on.
James, I'm answering your question. It's like this. You got a regular guitar, and then you have an electric guitar. That regular guitar sound good, but that goddamn electric guitar, boy.
It's too much damn noise.
Said that made Jimmy, huh?
boy.
Standing next to a mountain. So here's what we got to look at. The eras are going to be different. And when Melly Mel first came out, our parents was going crazy, right? You ain't never heard your parents go crazy for no hip hop. Everybody was going crazy. The youth, the parents. Then he did the joint with Shaka Khan. I want to rock it, Shaka Khan, Shaka.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about
Yo, nothing had came out like that, right? So now y'all got hip hop when it was a product already. We got hip hop when it was a fabrication in the mind. So it was still being created. We got those original essences of it.
They don't even know what it's like to watch the Fat Boys come out.
Oh my
you know
God.
what I'm saying?
Or
we don't give a damn.
See, that's what I'm saying. They don't
give
a damn.
Lil Wayne
so you don't care about his
rapping. Yeah. You don't know what it's like to hear Lil Wayne drop a mixtape. Hold up. You don't know what it's like to hear Lil Wayne drop a mixtape rapping over all of the radio songs. Rapping over all of them and going harder the first to do the damn hit song. You don't know what that's like.
No, we know because I got to experience that too. But when Big Daddy Kane dropped Raw, when a Rakim drop Follow the Leader, when a G-Rap come out and dropping joints the first time. See, y'all got the slang now, like chilling and all that. We got it when it first came out. So when he said, battle of me is hazardous for health, so put a quarter in your ass because you played yourself like a game in the arcade. Y'all
they
got
don't even know
quarter
what the
in your ass because you played yourself later. Y'all got stuff like stupid nigga play all
they only
later.
playing with PlayStation now, bro. They think, man, they
not
listen
gonna
to
know
arcade. We on PlayStation 5.
How we not gonna know what an arcade is?
Man,
but let me get one thing.
No, I'm saying the bond
itself.
itself.
Let me get one.
So watch this.
The value of the quarter. Y'all don't know nothing about that.
Can you agree that what y'all got going on in New York?
Yo, so they don't know nothing how valuable that quarter was.
Hold up, Uncle James. Because you was listening to New York music. Can you agree, Uncle Assault, that what y'all got going on in New York don't sound nothing like the South, and the South ain't trying to be like New York, and the Southern rappers held resistance against that concept of connecting the two? Can we agree to that, Uncle Assault?
There wasn't a stopping of holding the two together. We and the South is definitely original with it without question. And like y'all probably know my boy David Banner. David Banner went to school with us out here at George, right? I'll pull up a picture with me and David Banner right now. That's the homie. He was over here with the 30s Crips. When he just came down the other day, he come to talk about more stuff, and the homies from upstairs. Because what set you from? He's like, all right, the East Side 30s Crip. They said, yeah, like that. That's my man's. David Banner's my man's. But when he used to come out, the term for the music that was being done in the South at the time was called booty music. And so I was like, oh, yo, you got some dope booty music. But just because I said booty music, he felt a certain way.
Yeah, that was
He from
disrespectful. I'm
Mississippi.
over here
And I'm like,
that
David, what did you want me to call it? That's what we was calling it. Right?
Okay, now hold on. When did he?
It's
when
called
did
Dirty
he-
South.
Let me finish
Dirty
real quick.
South rap,
So
country
he
rap.
felt, yeah, but he felt a certain way because he felt like, because I deemed it booty music, which was mostly Luke in them, that
Right.
I was downgrading it. And I never was. But he knew he
He
wasn't
was.
the same. No, he knew he wasn't the same type of MC as me. He had a different flavor. So when you
And
go,
he wasn't
girls
no Uncle
get
Luke.
down
He wasn't
on the
no Uncle
flow,
Luke.
on the flow.
He wasn't
Like
Uncle
a
Luke or
pimp.
Pete King.
No, he went his girls get down on the flow. And when that come on, you go crazy. Girls get down on the floor.
Now watch this.
Like
Hold
a
on.
pimp.
What year did that
Hey,
come
look
out?
though, that was his only song like that.
But he tell me that I thought everything he did was booty music.
That's
Why,
wild.
what year did that come out?
I'm
In
a-
2000?
Hold on, let me go get the picture. I'm gonna share my screen. This was just a couple years ago.
But that song right there,
Go
you're
ahead,
talking about,
man.
what year did that come out in?
I can't remember.
It's in the 2000s.
It had to be like 03, 04.
Good night,
Yeah, I'm saying that's
everybody.
2000. So hip hop, the
Go ahead,
South
Howard.
start hip hop. It kind of do start with Luke, but that's only in Miami. But if from a chronological perspective, the next thing to pop is Rap a Lot, and it ain't nothing else in the South. It's only Luke and Rap a Lot for a very long time
Because Prince would get rid of you.
until Tony Draper come out. You said
Prince
what?
would get rid of you, yo. Prince was like, you getting down a boy.
Well, no, I can't say that he would do it. He could control Louisiana because when CB came along, it just that nobody could do it. That man just started. We started a record label. It wasn't no Universal down here. It's only in New York and LA where you could really get on like that. You see what I'm saying? We in the South, so these boys are starting record labels on their own, man. That's what happened.
With their own
And
money.
Yeah.
We loved y'all enough to say, you know what, we're gonna pick up whatever they put out if it's hot or not, right? Like I told you, Laquan.
Now hold on, you talking about the East Coast?
Laquan was your dopest MC.
Slow down, man. We're gonna keep this right.
For a
Hold
while.
up, you talking about the East Coast loved us enough to the
Yeah, we was picking up Southern joints. How you think they start popping?
Buying the records on the James.
How you think they start popping? How you think?
No. Slow down.
Nah. That ain't why they.
We got this on record. We can start pulling up some
We don't
records.
need the East Coast to pop.
DOC dropped, and we all picked up the D. It's like a message that only
Yeah,
I can
because y'all thought that he
understand.
would sound more like an East Coast MC.
He was
and
dope.
he wasn't cursing.
He was
So
dope.
at
None
that
of us
time,
was.
that's what the attraction was with
None of
DOC.
us
He
was.
never cursed in his rhyme.
None of us did.
Yeah,
Kane
that's how the East Coast was.
like
they
that, none
they
of
weren't
that.
doing all that NWA style
Yeah.
vulgar rapping. So that's
Let
why
me share my screen.
the
fam.
DOC was more palatable to the East Coast.
That's true. So I'm here with David, right? And the first thing he started laughing. He said, "Man, you know you was about to say booty music when you seen me." I started laughing, and we over here chilling. But when y'all hear him put out joints, he used to think he wasn't as good as us. And I would tell David, like, yo, B, you are dope. You just doing a different type of music in the hip hop genre. So you have to accept it. What we call it is booty music. Later, it's going to be called whatever else. You know what I'm saying? At the moment, that's the title for it.
So what are you talking about? Just that song that he did?
Booty music.
No,
Besides
it was
the-
all his
besides that
music
one song.
sounding
So
like
you
that.
said
Like
all
his
his
whole
all of
catalog
David Banner
sounding
music
like
was
that.
booty music.
It was just
Yeah,
that
the
one
joints-
song, Like a Pimp, because he came to Ace Time and sipped some lean.
Yeah, but that's the only joint y'all got to hear. Like we had his whole catalog because I be at his house. Me and Kamani be at his house listening to joints. So rap, he probably got tracks with me and him on it. But
he rapped like a Atlanta rapper. He was a crunk rap. That's what he was rapping.
yes,
the whole
and Crunk
time.
was not out at the time. So we call what he did booty music.
Nah, it
Now
was
it's
that.
called
It
crunk. Now
was
it's
in
called
Atlanta.
trap. You know, he don't even really do trap music though like that.
Nah,
But he was in a
it's that.
genre that. Go ahead.
It's that like Lil Jon, the East Side Boy. He was on that crunk.
Yeah, this is us, right?
That's
This my
2000. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all done went too
this my
far.
click right here. This how we look. This how we looking. So you already know what it is, right? This us, right? We got banger. We got. If I start pulling out the crew, and it's about 100 of us, right? We was like 100 to 200, and then if I
Right,
really
we
count the Decepticon click, we 100,000s, right?
want them to smack us. We don't want them to smack
No,
us
no,
because
no,
you got
you
this
good. But
that
we
smack 'em.
MCing in a way. Now look how diverse. Philly, he's from Philly, right here. My man Scooby, he's from Cherry Creek / California Kingdom. He's from Jersey, Chaka. My cousin Jam is from Ohio, but he's in Cali. T-Bone is from Brooklyn. That's my Decepticon fam. It's my man
Hey,
Marlon. That's me, of
hey,
course.
let me say this. Hey, hold up.
Which one of them is
I'm
you?
trying to lay the play real quick. So our clique is diverse, right?
Hold up. Which one of them was you though?
This right here in the middle.
Okay, I can't
That's
tell.
when I had.
You
That's
got
when
a
I had
fucking
locks.
Scully. You got the whole Scully pulled down and all that. I
Yeah, the
can't
two.
see.
I had locks. I had long locks. So back in the day, you know, it's a whole different scenario. But our clique is universal. So we was
hold on. Let me ask you this: what year was that taken in?
This is like 90 something. This when I had my record deal.
So Wu-Tang was out then?
No, Wu-Tang was going to be decided upon between actually if I get Dallas on.
Came out?
Dallas going to tell you it's between us and Wu-Tang, and the reason why we're not going to divulge. And me and you God is in here with me too. Cause
hey, hold on, Uncle Saw. Uncle Jose, you there? Uncle Jose, you there?
Yeah, what's up?
All right, hold on real quick. Go on mute. All right, so Uncle
Good.
James. Go on mute. Goddamn airplane. All right, Uncle James. This the dichotomy we going up against. We didn't already you the only person we got to talk to about this. Come back, Uncle Jose. So do you believe we had this, do you believe that the ancient Egyptians used something to help them see further, Uncle James?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's something like that's just a simple question. Something you don't know, you shouldn't divulge and act like you know everything or everything is something you're supposed to, speak on. You know what I'm saying? That's we should basically try to do that more often around here. Talk about what you do know. And
we is. We got
no,
proof.
I'm just saying. I'm just talking about it for everybody
We got
involved.
proof that they,
We got motherfuckers that's
so
experts in everything. Motherfuckers know
let's put
about
you on
DNA,
game.
genetics,
Let's put you on
metanation.
game. Hold up. Let's put you on game real quick. And then we're gonna have a Neanderthal conversation right after this. All right, so the Egyptians used some type of what was it?
Microscope, a telescope.
Not but what did they actually use? It was a piece of what was it? A piece of glass?
Like glass, like some glass or a diamond. They said some type of gem or something.
Yeah, gem. Okay. All right, so Uncle James, if you look at ancient European,
you showing your screen, I can't see it. So I don't know.
No, I ain't pull it up yet. When you look at ancient European playwriting and them doing plays, they would have this little gem to their eye to see the play from afar. So they saying that they found that in ancient Egypt. Let me pull it up. What did I type in last? All right, y'all. Uncle JJ unblocked me, y'all. Uncle JJ unblocked me.
So you saying
He
that
was
they
blocked.
can so they can use a piece of glass to see further into space?
Yeah, kind
No,
of like a.
no, James. I
Oh, they
think
had
what
that.
when we read it,
Go ahead,
sorry,
Jose.
when we read
Go
it,
ahead, Jose.
when we read it, what it said was they found a statue that had like the eyes of it were crystal, and they realized that it reflected light, and they found other artifacts that reflected light. It didn't necessarily say that they used it in that particular way. I think they were implying that they used it in the temples to reflect the light in the statues and different things like that, but not necessarily to see stars. It might have been a ritual purpose that they use it for, but it could have been used in that way. But
Yeah,
they
they
don't have
went
the
to
evidence to
they
say
went
that.
to they draw the comparison like in European playwriting, so and so was doing this sitting at the back of the theater. That was the comparison that they made. I gotta find what I had typed in.
Yeah, but what they were saying was, I think they were implying it could have been used that way, and probably later on, in other cultures, they took it and used it in that particular way. But the ancient Egyptians may not have done that. They may have just observed the stars and used mathematics like we do to be able to understand where's what, and they were pretty much spot on.
Oh no,
Yeah, and
it basically said the Egyptians had this, and the Europeans later was using the same shit. So they
yes, yes,
can't
yes,
say whether or not they not gonna say they did it, but they say the Europeans was doing this right after. That's what they said.
yes. But they didn't specifically say if the ancient Egyptians used it in that particular way. They
Right,
described
right.
it in statues and other artwork, but not necessarily in telescopes.
Yeah,
But
it's all kind of hypothesis that we'll probably never in our lifetime get to the bottom
they
of.
didn't even James they didn't even get that far. When we read it, they were just saying it reflected light. The eyes reflected light. They didn't say anything about telescopes. It was
Where y'all was reading this
it
at
was
over
quartz.
here?
I
Yeah,
think
yeah, yeah. We're not making no argument. We're not making. Hold up. This ain't Dr. Inky not on the panel, so we ain't saying nothing about no telescope. We saying did they use something to see further? That's all we saying. That's all I'm
Okay.
saying.
no, but what I'm saying was when the source was read, I don't think that the source said anything about them using it in that way. They talked about European.
Using it later, but the same instrument, the same gem was found in Egypt, right?
Yeah.
Uncle Jose by airplane. Come back, Uncle Jose. Come back.
Yeah, that he had it was good there for a minute, then bam.
Yeah, your
But
joint
yeah,
sound crazy. That joint sound like
yeah, like he right on the road or something.
Airplane.
my
But
niggas.
yeah, like I say, it's a whole bunch of topics that definitely need to be addressed. But that hip hop topic, I
Yeah,
think y'all the best thing to do is for everybody. We
yeah,
gotta respect the past, and I just like we go back to Egypt with the history. We gotta go back and respect that history and understand it. Cause like I said, we lose. Well, I don't think that any genre is gonna stay around forever anyway, based on history. Because you got R&B, jazz, the blues, all of those genres fade out over time. So
yeah.
I always wondered what is going to be the next thing that we create because we gonna create it.
Right, something
All
brand
right,
new.
all right. Let's
Yeah.
get to this. Let's get to this Neanderthal. Let's get to this Neanderthal conversation. Peace to you, Uncle Massa. Uh, Keon said Uncle Jose got attacked by an airplane. God damn. All right. So let's get
Things
to
are
this
crazy.
Neanderthal conversation. Apparently, year after year, it seemed like Uncle James is seemed like Uncle James Neanderthal rhetoric is making a little bit more sense piece by piece.
Mm.
Uncle James, I just found out that this strand of European, what we call European, Uncle James, we did not make this straight up out of Africa, Uncle James. So you gotta explain that.
What do you mean?
He's asking where that Neanderthal gene came from and where do they come from.
Well, I already explained that. I mean, like, I thought you didn't understand what I was saying.
You didn't know
That was crazy.
wavy
I thought you
baby.
understood because
Ride
that's
the
what I was
wave,
saying, bro.
baby.
Like,
You
go
got
ahead,
it. You got
Asad.
it. It's Uncle James. It's seeming like um it's seeming like um they're not 100% Neanderthal. They mixed with something else. But how do we get the modern day European if they didn't come from us? That's the question.
Well, we get the modern day European through admixture with Africans and Neanderthals. So they use like buzzwords or evasive terminology when you read papers like genetic papers. They will never really say Africans. They'll always say modern humans or Homo sapiens sapiens. But those are just pure Africans in the sense of the taxonomy of humans. You see what I'm saying? So anything that comes outside once, and they tell you that they develop inside of Africa, and they develop independently for like two, from the last bit of
You believe it.
well, if you're dealing with the genetics, but see, now it ain't about, but you just following what they're saying. Just like Dr. Clark said, you want to find your history, you gotta go review what the fuck the Europeans wrote, because that's who's doing all the writing. Then you find the truth off inside of what they writing because they're not gonna tell you the truth. So that's what I
But
do.
the European did not genetically develop in Africa though.
I didn't say, but
No
y'all don't slow
science
down,
people
son.
say that.
I didn't say that. I said, what did I say? I said Africans developed inside of Africa. Ain't that what I said?
Oh, my bad, my bad. I thought we was talking. Go ahead.
Yeah, so Africans, I ain't even got to how the mix came about. I'm trying to talk about the purity of the Homo sapiens sapien and its development inside of Africa. It only happens inside of Africa. So from what they can see genetically, it happens in the oldest Homo sapiens sapien fossils or anything that they have is in Africa. So it develops in there inside of there. They say around 250,000 years ago, that's when it develops. See what I'm saying? After that, we chill in Africa for about 100 and some thousand years, and then we come out for whatever reason. Now, when we come out, which means it's modern humans, Homo sapiens sapiens, Africans, when we come out pure Africans, we run into another species of Homo. Now, see, there's other species out there that they did not know about that was living in the genetics of all humans today. Before 2010, they did not know that all non-Africans had Neanderthal DNA. They thought that we were all 99.9% the same, based on single nucleotide polymer. So just based on single SNP, that's what the reading they got. But then once the information became more developed, they were able to see when Savante Pablo in 2010 he sequenced the genome of a Neanderthal. They went back and resequenced the genomes of humans and found out that all non-Africans have this in them at a 1 to 4%. That's what they found. So now we know that Africans mixing with Neanderthals creates non-African. See how that works?
Yes, sir. So you
So it's based
saying
on
that?
levels of how much of this you have. Now watch this. The trick is we in America, right? Me and you.
Right.
The trick is it goes by percentages. So me and you probably are more highly African based on what we typically look like today. Our genetics are more African. That's why we are African American. But we do have Neanderthal integration in us based on the proximity of us being around Europeans. Now it's low, and you can take a test for yourself and find out what your percentage is. But mine is like 5%. So I got 5% European DNA, and I got 0.0 something in Neanderthal DNA. But you know what I look like, so you know I look highly African. So what I'm saying is you can still have Neanderthal DNA in your genome, but not enough to make you become a non-African. You have to have over 1% to start phenotypically changing and looking like an Arab or some of these other people that we see. See how that's simple?
That's pretty simple. Now, when you say that you got this point .00% Neanderthal, does that mean you still a human being?
Yeah, Europeans are still human beings by 97%.
Gotcha, gotcha. So
It's just
Europeans,
math, man.
white,
This shit ain't it ain't
so
even
white
hard.
people are y'all hearing it here first. White people are human beings. Y'all
Yeah.
heard it here first.
At 97%.
So we ain't gotta misconstrue Uncle James' words.
I've been
Uncle
saying this
James,
though. They know that. I mean, just you got some people that's on here that's clowns that play and just want to entertain people. But this has
nah,
been
they
something that
like
I've
to
been
say,
saying.
nah, they like to say you say that
Hmm.
white people are 90% Neanderthal. No, they're 90. You saying they 90% human.
Hmm. And then they got more integration with Neanderthals than we have, which makes some of the phenotypical features that we see them have, which is adaptive for their environment. So that ain't even bad. The stuff that they have is good for being in the northern hemisphere. So it ain't bad for them. It's bad for us. The further north you move, the worse off it is for you physically. This is just what it is. You
All
can't take a
right,
polar bear and move his ass to Africa. That ain't gonna be good for him, bro.
right. All right. So moving back to Africa. Um, when we talk about, do you think when you hear people say that the Sumerian script, not the Sumerian script, that would be the cuneiform. When people say that the cuneiform is older than ancient Egyptian script, how you take that?
I take it as Eurasian propaganda. That's as simple as that. Because I already just told you where the source of humans came from. And then all of a
Now
sudden you don't.
I'm talking about like the hieroglyphics,
Yeah, I know.
the
We gonna move. We
Egyptian.
gonna move that type of information all the way down the line. These people was geniuses. You see, we took over pretty much the rest of the planet genetically. So these people were different types of humans that you know that could do things that. So man, you chilling for 100 and some thousand years. You doing stuff that if nobody else is doing. So when you come out, you already advanced. Like the bow, all of that stuff Africans had already created before they left. Like farming, you think they were sitting up in the Green Sahara before farming was created? It's a desert now. You can't see where they was farming at. But when it
Right.
became a desert, they left and went either out to that Nile or they went south. Just like the flora and fauna. Where are all the animals at? They got giraffes drawn on rock in the Sahara. Where is the giraffes at now, though? They ain't in fucking Europe. The hippos ain't in Europe. The crocodiles ain't in Europe. All of the flora and fauna, all of the stuff that they drew on the rock, went where they went. They followed the animal. I mean, it ain't finna be dry. Let's break. Everybody broke. Some people got stuck up in the north. You know what I'm saying? Because it's you can live on that northern sea, because you're gonna get moisture. So you got people that lived up in that north, up on that fringe area. But go look at the population of these areas right now, compared to what's in the Sahel and in the south. It's probably Egypt is 100 million. Morocco might be, I don't know what Morocco is, but those are the two biggest populations. Do you know it ain't even probably 200 million people in North Africa? You know that? 200 million. And 100 million is in Egypt. So just think about where all the people at. If it's a billion people in Africa, where all the people at? If it ain't number two, if it's 200 million in North Africa, you got 800. You got 800 plus. You got a billion people south of the Sahel. That's what I'm saying. We got to be paying attention to what's going on because we pay too much attention to how they divided Africa up. That shit wasn't even going on till recently in history. 3,000 years ain't nothing.
Do you follow African spirituality, and what is your definition of spirits?
Well, yeah, because I believe in ancestral worship. meaning um, what our ancestors believed in, meaning there's going to be a place, which I know that that's true because we are going to die. So this is the observation from a human perspective, right? You looking, your grandmama going to die, your mama going to die, you going to die, everybody going to die. Where do they go? That is the question that humans is trying to figure out. We don't know where they went, but we know that they left, right? In a context, they not here no more. So if you know that that's the process that everybody gonna have to deal with, you making it in your mind that wherever your loved ones went, that's where you want to go. So I'm gonna put it in that context. Wherever my grandmama went, wherever my father went, wherever my sister went, wherever my ancestors went, I don't even know if that's even true. See, Sean? But that's the ancestral worship that we had. So we wanted to go where the ancestors went, right? So that's the only way we can make sense of it. But we all got to go. So that's just the way you got to think about it. I don't think of it in a religious context. I think of it from a historical context and from an African context like that. It's not religious. It's just with the way I think Africans thought about it. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely, most definitely. What's your definition of a spirit?
A spirit is something that leaves the body based on what my comprehension of it is. So it's something that leaves the body. Um, they saying that I have a spirit within inside of me that's just minds and minds only. But then when I transcend, this particular spirit is supposed to be leaving and going into that to the afterlife or to whatever the next realm is that happens after somebody dissipates from life.
All right, all right. Um. Oh. Oh no, I'm gonna go to another. I'm gonna get to another one. When you look at when you look at when you look at what's going on in Israel, how you feel about that?
Mm, it's just a genocidal situation that was created by European domination over that particular region. We already know about the Balfour Declaration and how that all came about. They wanted to defeat the Persians, so they got some tribes, which is the modern Saudi Arabians and the King of Jordan, those tribes that was in the south, and the Yemenis, those tribes to help fight to defeat the Persians who was dominating that area at the time. And then once they helped defeat the Persians, then they promised the people of Palestine that land. But then what they did was they reneged on it and gave the people of the Israelis part of the land, and it's been a shit show ever since. So this all started in 1942. I mean, what else do you want me to say?
Belfort Declaration.
Mm-hmm.
What about what's going on in Sudan and Tanzania? You been keeping up?
Yeah, well, not Tanzania so much. I didn't know it was really any conflict going down there as
The
of
president.
right. Do you talking about the female president?
Yeah, how she rigged the. They say she rigged the election. It's an uproar.
Yeah, well, I'm not sure about that. That's news to me, but I know what's going on in Sudan, and that's all the same war that's been going on in Yemen for 4,000 years. It's just Arab invasion of northern Africa, trying to push down and get the resources and push their way on into Africa. So Africans need to be able to understand from a historical standpoint that this is a continuation. My wish would be for the whole of the Sahel and the whole of Southern Africa to be a force as one and push that back. You know what I'm saying? But with them being divided historically, we'll never be able to probably get that done because they've been indoctrinated and divided as well. So that's what
I think
the problem is, man.
I think one of the biggest issues with that is when did the white man get into South Africa?
But hold on, you jump to South Africa, that's the Dutch. But we talk about Sudan, right?
Yeah, I know, but when you say you want Africa to unify is all divided up. So I'm asking, when did the white man, when you talk about South Africa, we talking about motherfuckers like Elon Musk and white people.
They
When
only
did that?
like 8% of the population. They ain't shit. It's just the way that they structured that country after apartheid is they still control 90% of the resources of the land when it was supposed to be land appropriation, which is what the mission of the what was it the AEU or it was the African Union, not the African Union, but whatever party that Mandela had once they came into power, that party right there was supposed to have been getting appropriation of land, which was giving the land back to the people, but it never happened. They let Mandela out and made a deal. You see what I'm saying? But they should have went on and just took their land as soon as that happened. As soon as the Mandela, because they was winning that war, they should have just went on and stomped them folks out and took their shit back. But that ain't what happened. But see, you got a whole global situation where these folks they put sanctions on you. You know what I'm saying? And it's a global situation. So now they trying to break off and go in with the BRIC situation. So that might be a little bit more helpful to what's going on and they call them the global south now. So now some people will say, man, partnering with Russia, China, India, and other countries like that might not be beneficial as well. But you got to look at it from a historical standpoint. I'm not sure if I correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think that China nor Russia has ever been a part of the colonialism of Africa to the extent that the West has. So you even though they non-African, we live on a globe, and you're gonna have to have some allies for weaponry that you can't use and technology that you don't have. So that's just the conundrum we in. We don't need to be making no damn deals where the resources of Africa is being raped. You know what I mean? That's just what
Who
you're gonna have to make some deals on this planet.
in the best case scenario, who is Africa's best ally?
Hmm. Really itself. Um, as quoting Dr. Clark, we don't have no damn friends. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? To that degree. But you know what I'm saying? You do need to have allies outside of yourself that you can depend on, like Russia, China, and other countries, even though you know that they still have their own, tribal situation as well. But so what? We have our own. You don't want them coming to Africa and just taking over, just like they don't want us coming to their country and taking over. So tribalism is real, and we just need to respect it and quit being acting like it's something that's not really real that don't need to be respected. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. That's when I be hear people crying, Trump a racist, Trump a racist.
Good.
Nigga, what you expect white people to be?
Hmm. I ain't gonna cry about that.
I ain't finna cry about that. That's a fact. All right, the Jeffrey Epstein files. Trump has said we need to look into Bill Clinton
Mm.
with Jeffrey Epstein. The Democrats have leaked messages of Trump, of Jeffrey Epstein talking about Trump. How you feel about all of this playing out?
It's just two wings on the same bird flying in the same direction.
Or are they hiding the fact that they just, or are they hiding the fact that they just put a bill in place to open up the government and shut down TAC?
No, nah, they already know that. But man, it is what it is. This is America. Like old dog said. Like this is America. No matter where you at, this is where we at. But when if you've
Right.
been how long you been around here? I've been around here 56 years. So I've seen a lot of wild shit in my 56 years. Stuff that I never would have thought I'd have seen. I'm seeing. So you be to keep hanging around and you will see. But for the most part, if you paying attention to the educational system, how what happened to you after you got out of the educational system, then you should have a good scope of what's going on. Because we all went to, I don't know, most of us went to the public school system. And a lot of the stuff I knew about myself historically, I had to learn on my own. So that tell you a lot about, and I wonder, and what I don't know, and that's what the shame about it is, if I would have knew this at an earlier age, how would I would have reacted to certain information. Like if I would have knew the Africans created math, how would have I paid attention to math in school? You see what I'm saying? If I would
Right.
have known that we created writing and that being smart or something like that was something that was positive that we put down, intelligence was something that was something we supposed to master, how that would have affected me coming up. No, they got shit that we just finding out, like them three sisters that's supposed to help them get off the planet. They telling us about this 50 years later. You see what I'm saying? What was the name of that movie? You know what I'm talking about?
I know what you're
Hidden
talking
Figures.
about.
Hidden
Right.
Figures. So what I'm saying, so they give you your information late and you almost out of here. And see, that's something we can't afford. We need to get that information to the next generation ASAP. And that's what it is, bro. What we
So you,
went through,
so you
we
think
should be correcting from the next. We know they miseducating us at school, and we should understand that they ain't gonna educate us. We need to be educated. We need to educate ourselves from a historical point so these kids can understand, man. Even though they telling you this, man, this math is important, but we're gonna need you to do this for us. We ain't gonna that the brilliance that they get is to uplift us. You see what I'm saying? And we just really need to get back to the fact because they are already on a separate type of trajectory. If you ain't paying attention to how this country is going, they going back to the 50s and 60s type of power if you ain't paying attention. So, but we ain't be strategizing on they retraction. They retracting, and we need to be retracting.
how you feel about kicking the kid out the house at 18 once they graduate?
In this type of environment, you can't do that.
Is that a
Hey, can I
generational
speak on
curse?
that? That what I want to speak on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead, Chop.
Man, I feel like that we are goddamn. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I feel like we are genetically modified to run in packs. So I feel like goddamn when they kick you out at 18, they disconnecting you. They always told you it take a village to raise a child. So what that means? It take a whole group of motherfuckers to raise one individual. So what that mean? Why the fuck I'm kicking you out at 18? You forever a child. I don't give a damn what you say. You gonna, long as your mama and dad are alive, you gonna forever be a child. You are their children. I feel like that's the most fucked up goddamn narrative they ever painted to kick your ass out when you motherfucking 18. But my children ain't going nowhere till they goddamn feel like it. I ain't saying I'm finna crutch your ass. We finna monopolize, but y'all ain't got to go no goddamn well. Shit, we a fucking pack, nigga. We ain't have you ain't even heard that in history for a motherfucker to get kicked out they high when they 18 or get kicked out the tribe when they 18. What, you a fucking bird? It's time for you to learn how to fly, so I'm finna just push out the motherfucking nest, nigga, live or die. We went goddamn, we were not even created for that, bro. We were created for team player shit. Not no individual accolade shit.
Mm. Preach.
That's all I
God
had to
damn
say
it.
on that. I got a big goddamn complex with that shit, but I ain't gonna lie, that shit rubbed me the wrong way all the time.
Yeah, that's one of the mistakes that we listen to during, and that's a lot of things that we've done listening to our enemy through indoctrination that we need to correct. We can correct it, but we ain't got no voice as a unified voice to say this is what we corrected. Shit that we made mistakes on from the '60s, we correcting that.
You
Well,
gotta
ain't
understand.
nobody doing that.
We got. I ain't mean to interrupt you, but you got to understand. We got so many distractions that shit that gonna be the last thing on the nigga mind. Shit, you got to understand. We still worry about goddamn. We still worry about being proud to be called black and shit like that when that's a fucking color. You feel me? You got a black car. You got a black shirt on. Black is describing something. That's not no goddamn. That's not saying that's actually something. That's a description of something. Wave, I know you done seen me post that shit on goddamn Facebook. I ain't black. I ain't African. I don't know what the fuck I am.
Well, see, now hold
I can
on.
post that shit and let
Hold
motherfuckers know
on, Hood
I
Rich.
ain't with
Slow
the
down, slow down.
distraction.
We're gonna have a conversation about that, right? Now, you just said it was about unity, right?
That's what it's about.
Okay. Now, we gotta unify based on something as a tribe, right?
But why would we
Hold on,
unify
I'm
out
just
of
trying to say
oppression?
that you're the right or wrong is what I'm asking.
Yeah,
The
you're
right or
right.
wrong.
You're right.
Okay, so
100%
bam.
right.
Now, when an animal is out in the jungle and let's say it's a cheetah, it see another damn cheetah. Don't it? Can they tell the difference between a cheetah and a lion? Or can they tell the
Okay.
difference between a cheetah and a leopard? Can you think that they can differentiate between each other? They using vision to do this, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So bam, we just humans, but we still a species on this planet. So we just being able to communicate, like I'm pretty sure they might can communicate in whatever little languages that they have. But we communicating on a whole nother level right now. And I just seen what you look like, and I'm pretty sure if you seen what I look like, we would be saying, yeah, we on the same page as far as phenotypical features. You know what I'm saying? I look like you and Wavy. So that's why we all on this same call right now, based on that.
See,
What
I
would
ain't
you
gonna
look like? Because if you
I
was
ain't gonna lie,
white,
like
if
I
you was
just
hold
did
up, if you was white, you wouldn't even be over here, would you?
I don't know. I can't say. I can't say. I can't
I
say.
know you would not be
Because
saying the shit
you
you
gotta
said if you was
understand, like
a white boy.
you gotta get a breakdown from Wave about me, goddamn. I'm Mr. Not biased at all. I'm not going with the goddamn. I'm going with what I know is right. If I know is wrong, see, I don't believe shit either. You feel me?
Right.
Either I know it, or I don't know it. You feel me? I know my mama named Angie. I
Hey,
don't believe her
Bo.
name Angie. You
Hey,
feel me?
hey,
Right.
Bo. Hold up, Bo.
Yeah.
To get back on topic. If we gonna unify over something, like how Bloods unify over red, Crips unify over blue. If we not gonna unify over black, we not gonna unify over African. What we gonna unify under?
Shit, we got to find something to unify for.
Damn, well that ain't good enough.
Bruh, cause you gotta understand,
That was wild.
like I just said, I'm Mr. Not Biased. I'm not goddamn just gonna go for some shit just cause they say, oh, black people did this. Okay, what kind of black people did this? Cause only reason we even consider black is because of the oppressor's classification.
Well, if you now watch this, Rich, if you was historically aware of what black people were saying before white folks came around, you would say, nah, that ain't what happened. Black people have used the color black as a descriptor before white folks came around. And that would be like giving white folks too much damn power. That like they was the first one to see some motherfucking color on this motherfucker. They ain't did shit.
Well,
See,
let me
that's
ask you
what
this though:
the power of history.
who started calling us black first? Did we start calling each other black first, or did our oppressors did, or did somebody classify us as black?
Basically, from what I know, brother, African people started writing, and we started calling our people ourselves black first, before Europeans even came around.
See,
And
I could go for that. I could go
It
for
ain't
that
even
because
nothing to trip
I
on.
could go for that because of the
It's just
more
a
term.
color descriptive. That's
I could
all
go
it
for
is.
that because of the more term. When I go in history, I never seen black. Black. Ain't even a motherfucking. Let me see. I don't even think black go past the 1600 or 1500s.
Well, that's just in their particular language, but you do know that other people had languages before we learned English, right?
Yeah, that's why I said, like, yeah, you could. I agree with you because cross seas back then more mean black.
Okay, so bam, that's in the 1700s. We're gonna go back even further there. How about going back to maybe
I about to say
2600
that before then,
BCE.
wasn't it?
Huh?
I said that was before the 1700s, wasn't
Well, I'm talking about, yeah, I think when the Moors, when did the Islam came in 6 AD,
well, they came
right?
like six, I think like
They came
625 or
600,
some shit.
the Muslims came in 630 AD.
Yeah, like
So the
that's
Moors is
right.
the Moors is a 711 AD. My bad, not 1700. So the Moors came in 711 AD, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
these folks, that's when that term becomes popularized. But Africans was writing before that. And that's what I'm saying. So we got to know and be on our game about what Africans say instead of listening to what Europeans is talking about. Because even if you go look up Charles Darwin, I can pull it up right now. Charles Darwin was talking about when they came over there, they was already talking about they like black and they said that they was white like ghosts. That's what they said when they first encountered white folk. They was looking at them like, damn, you look like a ghost. You see what I'm saying? And that's what they documented. So you gotta understand that Africans we ain't dumb as fuck they keep trying to make us out to be. We seen
I
color,
know
we knew
we
what
ain't
red
dumb.
was, white,
How
black,
we gonna be
blue.
dumb when we civilize everything?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we knew the color blue, black, red. We knew all that shit. We put it off
And
in the
so like,
writings before they even knew how to
It
write.
it just with me
basically,
with
hey,
all
Bo,
that shit. We just been
Bo,
misinformed so
basically,
much.
hey, Bo,
A lot of people
basically,
gonna
what,
go with what we grew up and was taught in school
Yeah.
out the rip, though. You feel me? When we
Mhm.
already know that that's miseducation. You see what I'm saying? So with me, I'm just telling you how I am. Like just like I asked you, like I don't mind. Goddamn, I'm not the nigga that's gonna goddamn be. Oh boy, nah, this shit right here. I know. If I don't damn, like I said earlier, if I don't know, I damn sure don't mind asking because I got to pass this shit on to my children.
Exactly. That's what it's
hey, so
about.
like on the hieroglyphs, you can have like the great black one. You know what I'm saying? And they use black, they use colors to describe people, bro, in the hieroglyphs.
Yeah, just a
This
descriptive, just
this
like
over
we humans today. And I got my cousin is red. You know what I'm saying? So he just a little
over
lighter than us.
this over 4,000 years ago. My bad, Uncle James.
Yeah, so I'm just saying we do this today and act like it's an anomaly. If some African people was doing it 3,000-4,000 years ago, they was humans too. They could see. And when they was writing down, man. Oh, I got a brother. He red. We call him red. And then we got another brother. We call him black. Man, I can go to the pen. They be like, "What's up, black?" Because I'm dark skinned. They don't even know my name. And you have a motherfucking name red right now. So this is what's going
Right.
on. The same shit we doing today. It ain't nothing new, bro. We just gotta quit tripping. Like this shit ain't hard.
I ain't gonna lie, like I feel like first of all, we got the goddamn see that's really what I've been on. Like I ain't gonna lie, Wade. That's why I ain't really been on the live like that. I've been on that goddamn that private citizenship shit, man. I'm trying to separate myself from this goddamn corporation. See, that's why I be like, that's really what I'm on. You feel me? I'm about the protection first. You feel me? Cause I ain't gonna lie, like it's cool, goddamn. It's cool, goddamn, what we got going on. You feel me? And it's beneficial. Cause goddamn, our children gonna benefit for this shit. You feel me? And we gonna benefit for this shit. You feel me? But at the same time, this shit a distraction if you ain't
Yeah.
protected. You feel me?
Yeah, it depends on what you're talking about, bro. Some things can be productive, but when you talking about distractionary things without no solution, that shit is a problem.
Always.
I'm not talking about a lot of things unless I'm using chronology to understand it. I don't talk about shit unless I can. Like I was trying to talk about, we was talking about hip hop earlier. I'm gonna go from the beginning, and then you ask me what's going on now. I can't relate to what's going on now, just like my grandparents couldn't relate to what we was listening to.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand that part of the game too. You know, I ain't tripping on it. That's y'all time. But I'm just saying, if you trying to figure out, well, I'm trying to figure out why the fuck did hip hop fall out the top 40 for the first time? What the fuck is y'all doing? We left the shit in good hands. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm asking. What the fuck? Why y'all falling out? What are y'all doing?
That's cap.
See, man, the facts is the facts. The facts is the facts. Y'all done fell out the top 40, bro. Like, come on. I didn't make that up. You heard about it too.
That's cap. Y'all started.
So you ain't heard about that? What I'm talking about?
That's cap. Y'all started signing strippers. Y'all started signing prostitutes. That's y'all fault. You old niggas with money started tricking off and signing strippers. Fuck wrong with you.
That ain't what's going on. We don't, we've been lost control of hip hop. Now, let me ask you this. You from H-Town, right?
Every
hold on. Now
every labor owner is your age. Y'all the
Let
tricks.
me ask you something, baby. Hold on, hold on.
Hey, Bo, these niggas getting strippers and putting the stripper in the studio.
Nah,
these
this ain't what happened. In my time, we had Salt and Pepper. We had Sweet Tea. We had Tween Latifah.
Oh yeah, he old school.
MC Light. We had hold up. Let me hip you on to something. Since you from H-Town, we had MC Choice. You don't know nothing about Choice.
He got no choice.
No,
he don't know nothing about no Choice.
I don't know nobody. I
don't know nobody.
I don't know nobody.
The shit that you talking about these girls rapping about right now. Go listen to Choice.
Name MC. I don't know nobody with a name MC.
Go listen to Choice. The shit you talking about these girls rapping about now.
You know, MC Light.
She was rapping about this shit. The shit that these girls rapping about now. She was rapping about that in the 90s. She was the first one to be rapping like that. MC Choice out of H-Town, bro.
What I'm saying is, James, y'all the ones that got these hoes, prostitutes, strippers, put them in the studio.
Boy.
So okay, now what do you say about the music NWA?
Y'all put money into these strippers to get their body done.
What do you think about the NWAs of the world, the Ghetto Boys of the world? You don't think that music was detrimental to the community? The Spice Ones, the Too Shorts, you know, all of that ain't no good, huh?
I don't think
they was talking about killing and murdering.
Hold up. I don't think it was.
So now that ain't no problem.
Hold up. I got you. I don't think it was detrimental to the community because, like you said, hold up, you're gonna have a conversation. I don't think it was detrimental to the community because, like you said, you gotta have balance, and you can't be listening to music wanting to do what the rapper doing. That's called influence. You can't be peer pressure.
Because you think a 15-year-old listening to that, they don't have no influence on them.
You said we gotta have balance, so you better listen to some Kirk Franklin right after that.
Nah, that ain't how that works. The indoctrination that they dealing with now is the same indoctrination. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all don't want to listen. The indoctrination that we was dealing with in the 90s. No, hold on, listen. I know. I'm telling you, listen to what I'm saying. Even though that music was, it did have a message in it, it still was selling. We were talking about the selling aspect of it, but the music was still indoctrinational. It was still the wrong type of genocidal type of behavior that was being perpetuated to the next generation, bro. If you talking about smoking a nigga, that's gonna put in your mind to shoot another brother. If I keep talking about smoking a white man, that won't get on the earth. You see what I'm saying? So don't be acting like we don't know how the game is played, because I've been watching this game for a long time, bro.
Oh, look.
Soon as the lynch mob came out with you don't even know nothing about the lynch mob album.
Hold up.
Man, they were talking about anti-Semitic and all kinds of shit.
You can't say you the one that said we need balance. So after you get through listening to that motherfucking Spice One, you put on Kirk Franklin. You put on some goddamn Aretha Franklin. Brother, you said we need balance. So let's not play these goddamn games. If a kid is listening
you're not going to pop it. After you listen to MCA, bro, you is not popping in Kirk Franklin, bro.
Hold up. I listened to Biggie. I never thought about doing nothing crazy.
eating a nigga kid. I never thought about doing nothing crazy by listening to Biggie. I never thought about robbing nobody by listening to Biggie. I never thought about selling no crack by listening to niggas that rapped about that shit. 2 Chainz and Young Jeezy. I never thought about doing it. What I'm saying is, brother, you gotta have balance.
Yeah, my dog ain't never got there thought about selling no hard drugs.
Right. But see, that ain't his era though either. By the time he came around,
That still was his era.
Selling crack ain't gonna never
he
go
was
out of
born
style.
in 88 or something.
Man,
Stop
man,
it, man.
hey, man,
I was
man,
born in
Yo,
94.
look. He said, watch this. He said he was born in 94.
You think
hold up. Are you
think
serious?
crack went out of style in Texas in the 2000s?
You were born in 94 for real,
Hey, Bo, he think crack went out of style.
Son. You were born in 94 for real. You lying. Hold up, son. You lying.
But I was
born in 94
for goddamn a lot of shit, man. But that nigga wasn't fucking with that lot of shit, man. He was just fucking.
Man, and by the time he came around, it was over. By the time he got to 2004, he was 10. Just imagine that. Man, it's over with in 2010. What are you talking about?
Uncle James, that's what I'm telling you. In the hood, crack ain't never gone out of style.
What you said, like
you lying to me.
Baking soda clientele.
Yeah, it did. It did go out of style. You see, you don't even know when it was in style to know when it went out. That's what's going on with too.
Uncle James, maybe see OG Percy gonna say you lying, but maybe in forward, Charleston White gonna say you lying. Maybe in forward, crack went out of style in the 2000s. But trust me, you can go to the block.
I didn't say you couldn't go get. I didn't say you couldn't go get.
Right now.
I didn't say that you couldn't go get no crack. What I'm telling you is that crack went out of style in 1992.
Ah, that's cap. That's cap. My uncle burnt my grandma's house down in 2003 or 4 or 5 or 6.
Yeah, he a remnants of the old before 2002. I mean, before 1992. He's still dealing with that. Well, I ain't saying we ain't got no leftovers. What I'm telling you is by 1992,
you're not gonna sit up here and say crack was only. You're not gonna sit up here and say crack was only hot for 10 years. You're not gonna sit up here and say crack was only hot for 10 years. That's a lot.
Yeah. But what I'm telling you, bro, what I'm telling you is this: at the height of the crack epidemic, it ain't nothing like it was by 2000. 2000, it was people. Most of the people that either got off of that shit, or you got the older, you got some people that hit the pipe that was still on it, they still lingering around. But it ain't like in the 80s and 90s, bro. You don't even understand.
You had people.
You have no idea what I'm talking about.
Hold up. You had people in the 2000s that was doing crack for the first time. You don't know the game.
Yeah, for me, what I heard, and you keep your ear to the street. I heard by that time that they was popping pills, doing lean, and that's what the next wave was.
That's a different kind of customer. That's a different kind of person.
I'm from Texas.
What part?
Fort
Worth.
That's a different kind of person.
It's the DFW. It's like 8 million people here, bro. And trust me, I'm deeply affiliated with street activity. Man, what I'm telling you is, most of the people that used to smoke crack, they smoke meth now. They don't even fuck with crack. They didn't graduate to meth in Texas. I don't know what you on, but all of the people that I know that used to smoke crack, they smoke meth.
I ain't been, but nigga don't smoke crack. But I ain't
never I'm talking about what they smoke now.
I ain't never been where you at though.
Do they smoke meth now?
Oh,
the old crackheads.
Hell no.
If the drug dealer ain't got crack no more,
crackhead smoking crack.
If the dealer ain't got crack no more,
they smoke meth down here.
That's because the dealer ain't had crack no more.
Man,
I don't know about all that. I'm just telling you, for the most part,
crack. They might smoke some money.
See, y'all don't know that.
Hold on.
1992, y'all don't even know what happened.
Hey, Bo, this is what he don't know.
He was born in 94.
A crackhead is like a weed head. Like they stay on the same
No, it
thing.
ain't. That's
Like
two different
different
motherfucking things.
they might
He said crack
hey,
is like
hold
weed.
up,
That's
Uncle James.
crazy.
Hold up, Uncle James. Hold up. They might smoke a pen. We might smoke a weed pen, but we gonna get back to the flower. A crack might try ice. He might try meth, but he gonna get back to that rock. It's only gonna be so long.
Tell you, I want to rock right now. Yeah, he talking about.
Well, like I said, based on what but see, like when I talk about errors, because you didn't live them, you don't understand what I'm saying. When Snoop Dogg
We
them
talking
came
about
out
the
with,
2000s. You
hold
said
on, listen to what I'm
not
saying.
stop.
Hold on, I'm trying to give you some history. When Snoop Dogg them came out with the Chronic album, that generation only fucked with weed. If you smoke crack, your ass was fucking whack. That's how they got that. That's how they ended.
We talking about Jules, we talking about Jay, we talking about bass heads, we talking about
Okay, now hold up. What I'm talking about is the leftovers of people who was already on crack before that movement.
Ain't no damn leftovers.
You don't even understand.
Trust
me, you don't know.
They functional.
If you already had got sprung on drugs before 1992, you probably wasn't gonna be able to get off of it. So you probably talking about some remnant. But bro, I can tell you, motherfuckers ain't making money off of crack like you was in the early 90s and 80s. It's impossible.
And
you're not doing that shit. That's impossible.
Once you try crack for the first time, it's
hard. Not like that. I think that's hard to believe.
It's hard to find a recovering crack. It's hard to find them. it's hard to find them.
I know a whole bunch of people that got off crack.
That's like saying a recovering
people that got off of it.
That's like saying a recovering.
Boy, it's kind of hard, but
it don't exist.
Hey man, them crackhead that kick the bucket is coming around.
Come on. They going that how they came.
Nah, I'm just telling you, some people get off of it.
But you find a jewel that don't kick the bucket now. Man, that bitch was smoking. That bitch was smoking crack, boy. It was popular.
So I'm saying, hey, Uncle James, I'm not even gonna say this quote word. I'm not even gonna say this quote word. OG Percy,
what 86?
Huh?
OG Percy and Charles White don't agree with
crack, baby. I mean, crack. When crack hit the hood, 86 or 84.
Well, okay, where you from?
Man, I'm from goddamn Bankhead. Shit.
Oh, so you from Atlanta? So
yeah.
So okay, now how old are you?
I ain't number 36.
Okay, bam. So see, this is what I'm trying to tell y'all, man.
But
y'all
you gotta understand though.
I'm like, okay, I got what y'all. Y'all ain't saying y'all ain't born and raised in the hood.
Hold up, though.
I'm not saying none of that. I'm saying if you wasn't there, it's a whole.
That's an 80s baby. That's the 80s baby.
You gotta understand. I'm a late 80s graded baby. You gotta understand. Man, listen.
My son was born. Okay, watch this. My son was born in 88. Where you born? What year was you born? My son was born in 88.
Listen to me.
Okay, go ahead.
Don't you know all my uncles and all my aunties and cousins that I know, the earliest memories I got of them is motherfucking me playing in they motherfucking goddamn elbows and they motherfucking lows. I promise on everything.
Right.
I was a motherfucking baby and they shit was getting kicked in. Spots was getting kicked. I'm talking about I'm in the spots.
Yeah, I can believe that. I'm not saying that none of that didn't happen. What I'm talking about is if you was born in 88, there is no way that you can understand what I'm talking about. Man. What I'm talking about, listen what I'm saying.
Listen,
what I'm talking about is how the hood changed. I'm trying to tell y'all how the hood changed based on music, bro. Y'all don't even understand.
Man, listen, my uncle is the nigga, my honcho uncle that's in the feds now. That's the man. He the one that was in your ear. He in your ear. Where nigga when the shit came out, nigga where the fly niggas goddamn started smoking crack, nigga.
Yeah, I was around right then too. That's my era.
And then listen, hold on. Shake that shit and goddamn all your brothers and sisters still smoking your shit, smoking that shit, and you got a badass bitch nigga and she on that shit.
Yeah, I watched all that. But what I'm saying is I was contemporary to your uncles and aunts. So they can tell you shit. I'm pretty sure they have, even though you was viewing all of this, you was still viewing it through the eyes of a child. They was going to go scout, and you talking about what you stole out the pack. You don't know what it's like to go score in the eight.
You talking about going? He talking about listen, way God, listen, way God. He talking about they were going to score and all this shit. But what I just told you, man, I was in several drug raids as a baby.
Yeah, that's when the police kicked in. They kicked in when the kids started too.
Let me say this. And Bo could attest to this. When the drill Chicago era came around, that changed goddamn that changed the environment. So you can talk about this NWA. Y'all wasn't around during the NWA. Y'all didn't see the rap. Nigga, we seen the drill. That's way worse. Y'all didn't have switches on y'all guns.
No, it's not.
Y'all didn't have switches on y'all guns. Y'all didn't have a Chicago going on.
Man, is you crazy? I bet you if you went and see, I don't even want to glorify this. But I bet you went and watch this. If you go pull up the, if y'all go pull up the murder rate, watch this. Go pull up the murder rate from the late 80s and early 90s in Texas, and then put them up whenever drill came.
You got lost. You just got lost.
Man,
we
now
talking
you
about
don't
the
want to talk
whole
about
United States. We talking about every.
Yeah, we'll do the whole United States.
You talking about
Texas?
You talking about Texas?
No, I'm talking about the whole United States. During the crack era, during the crack era, it was like nothing you never seen.
And I'm saying we seeing
you
it right now.
You don't even know.
We seeing it right now in 4K. It's on camera now.
That ain't nothing.
It's worse than could it? Hey, Bo.
Man,
did y'all have? Hey, Bo. Did y'all have switches on y'all guns in the 90s? That was handguns.
What is a fully automatic gun, Sean?
Hold up,
man. Motherfucker had no switch.
What is a fully automatic gun?
Motherfucker ain't never had no shit that'll shoot 100 rounds in 60 seconds.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, I don't know what y'all got going on where you at. We had AKs. We had AKs and
No, see, I just got it. We talking
talking about no handgun.
Yes,
we're talking about AKs, SKs.
Can you pull up the difference? Can you pull up a video of? Wait, God, can you just pull up a video for demonstration of that shit? A switch versus AK.
Hey, Bo,
a switch versus the AK with rapid fire.
Hold up, Bo. He didn't even hear what I asked you. I said in the 90s, did y'all have switches on handguns? He bringing up AKs.
What I'm telling you is fully automatic gun is a fully automatic gun. And for somebody shooting at you, they shooting at you.
But wait, man. Tell this man, I just told him, man, we used to run together, right? Wait, man. Do you remember the choppers?
Chiquita and what's up there? I
forgot the other one. I'll build for Chiquita. That's the only one.
Okay, now why would they name the choppers?
Yeah, the M16.
Why was they named that?
The M16 and the goddamn K with the pistol grip K with the modified muzzle.
But they was all the fully automatics.
The K was.
See what I'm saying? That was what people was using back then. It didn't that you don't use no handgun.
That shit too big. You can't
walk
don't
matter,
man.
He said so okay, no, so who cares?
Niggas got shit this size with 100 rounds.
He said
100 rounds on it.
The whole clip in 6 seconds.
Man,
it did not matter. If that was the weapon of choice at that time.
Put it in your pocket. Nigga, you letting off 30 rounds. You letting off 30 rounds in 2 seconds.
And I ain't gonna lie,
what people was concealing.
Talk about block bleeders.
You know about, I ain't gonna lie. You know when where I'm from, when we start using like goddamn Tex and K's and shit. I ain't gonna lie. You know who put us on that shit? Them goddamn Miami boys. When the Miami killers came up there and goddamn when Tech Wood and all that shit was still up. That who put us.
What year would you say? What year would you say that is?
That shit was like the era you talking about, like 79 to goddamn 81, 82. Before then, man, nigga was using goddamn bolt action and motherfucking goddamn.
Well, in the 70s, that wasn't really using no AK. They was
nigga
just
using
like
motherfucking bolt action, shotguns, and motherfucking revolvers.
38 shotguns and revolvers. That's what we was using. I had my first gun when I was 14. So
I ain't gonna count. When the Miami Killers came, that's when that shit cut. You got to understand, like we was up there with when Cocaine Cowboy, when we was a murder capital when Cocaine Cowboy was goddamn doing their thing.
You talking about Atlanta?
When Miami before the Miami boys came up here, we was goddamn. We always been in the midst with that shit, but I don't know how the hell we didn't get up on that shit then. We were murder capital. We were murder capital. I want to say we were murder capital in '79.
Yeah, I don't know, but I don't think a lot of people was doing a lot of killing until around the crack era. I think that's the worst I've ever seen. So, yeah, if you just was some type of way to look at the census, if you was just to look at the census between the 70s all the way to the 80s and 90s, I'd say about between 84 to maybe 92 or 93, the murders in that particular time was the highest it ever been in the United States.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's probably about right.
Man, you got to think. You got to go back to what my doggy said, man. You keep forgetting about Chirac drilling noise.
Right.
Well,
you got to understand, these motherfuckers were killing more shit than the army, man.
Hey, we talking about.
Let me just say.
Hold up. We talking about 110 bodies on Memorial Weekend. Shit like
on
that.
On a weekend.
Well, now,
In
like I said,
from 2010 to 2014. That's the span I'm talking about.
Yeah, but like I said, the crack area in comparison to that that ain't nothing. Of how the killing was going on.
Man,
That's a like they might have 300 and something murders in a year. Like New York had like 1,000, 1,200.
In a year, we talking about a
shit.
weekend. A weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Shit,
I ain't never heard of
more than Tallahassee we having, nigga. Tallahassee we having about 100 murders a year. Yeah.
I'm just saying I didn't know Chicago had no 1,000 murders in 1 year.
Man, I'm saying you will hear reports like in them years, like 2012, it'll say like 110 murders over Memorial Day weekend. I'm about to put up the
we be forgetting about Memphis now. But that shit been up since Dolph died.
Baltimore, Philadelphia.
Well,
let me pull my computer out, man.
All right, it said 94
on the fences and shit.
Hey, it say 94 was New Orleans.
Yes, sir.
Late 90s, early 2000s, Detroit, Michigan. 2010s to 2020s, St. Louis. 2023, Memphis. 2024, Jackson, Mississippi. 2025, St. Louis.
And then listen, but hold on though. Hold on, Wavy. Hold on. I don't mean to stop you, but hold on. We got to understand too, the murder rate. The murder rate go by how many people getting killed by how many people in the city.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
if
you be like, this is per 100,000 people, you got to understand, like, shit, this city might only got 100,000 people. You feel me? So this got 100,000 people and they got 100 people killed.
Hold on. Let me share my screen real quick, see if it'll work.
All right. It was that stat was per capita, but I think Fort Worth did make it one of them years.
No, watch this though. No.
I
want to show y'all. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all from 2024 all the way back to the 1990s. Now, if you look at where it say 1992, 92, we can't go back no further than that. But look at what it say. In 1992, it was 948 murders in Chicago. That's in the 90s. That's early. That's the early 90s. And I bet you if I go back further, we can go back further.
You said how many murders?
It was 948 murders. And you can start going.
You know Chicago had thousands of murders a year.
I said in the 90s. I said in the 90s that's what was going on.
I'm saying
I'm
that's
talking
the
about what's been
upside.
going on after the 90s, after the height of the crack era. Look at what's going on. Look
Go
at
ahead.
how it dropped. See that? Now back in this drill area, up at the top there is 800. But they ain't never maxed out at no 948 ever again, besides in 92. See what I'm saying?
Hold up. So you saying, tell me what the last few years say?
The ones at the bottom is talking about what was going on in the 70s and the fucking 90s. The ones
Now,
from
I'm saying from 2010 going up, what they look like.
2000, it's 400 and something, 400, 700, 600. But I'm talking about what I was talking about as far as what the murder rate was like in the crack era, bro. Y'all don't understand because y'all didn't.
I can't see the thing. So I'm saying since 2012, it's never hit 900 again. That's what you're saying?
No, it never hit since 1992. It ain't never hit 948 murders in that city. You see somewhere anywhere else where it say 942 murders?
I can't see your thing. That's what I was saying. I can't see this screen.
You can't see this?
Nah, it's like real.
Oh man, hold on. Hold on, let me see if I can make it bigger. That's crazy. Can you see it now?
No, it's still small. I'm about to find that page you want.
I don't know why.
Well, yeah, I can tell you what to type in.
It say in 2023 it was 805. It say that on yours?
On mine, it says in 2023, it says it looked like 621. In 2021, it was 806. That was what they maxed out at on this. In 2020, it was 779. What I'm telling you is the highest number that they got is in 1992, and that's the furthest back we can go.
All right, I can
guarantee you, if we went into the 80s.
Let me double check.
I'm on chat GBT. I'm on chat.
Let me double check.
And I'll tell you what I typed in too. I typed in, it says Chicago murder rate by year. That's what I typed in. And that's all you got to do. But I'm telling you, y'all don't understand what was going on when y'all was born. It was crazy.
Brother, the same thing going on. You just said in 2021 they say 800.
Not to the degree that I'm talking about.
In 2021 they say 800, right?
Yeah.
So we do understand what was going on, brother. Recently.
That's just 1 year. That's just 1 year in
2022. What it say? Oh look, no, it ain't. No, it ain't. In 2022, what it say? 715. 2020.
Yeah, I'm talking about what was going on in the 90s.
Hold up. In 2020, what it say? 780. In 2016, what it say? 780.
Yeah, that's a lot of murders. But what I'm saying, I'm saying that's a lot of murders.
Hey man, I'm on. Hey, listen to me though. I'm on. Goddamn.
Go from 2016. Go from 2016 up. This how Chief Keef babies. This how drill babies. Go from 2016 up. Go ahead, bro.
Hey,
you said you already there. Go and read the stat.
I'm on chat. I'm on chat GBT. Top U.S. murder capital by decade per capita homicide. 1980s. The crack epidemic and urban decline drove major spikes. Number 1, Washington, D.C., then Detroit, then New Orleans, then St. Louis, then Baltimore. 1990s. Louisiana. Washington, D.C., Detroit, St. Louis, Baltimore. 2000 to 2009. New Orleans, St. Louis, Baltimore, Detroit, Birmingham. 2010s. Okay, St. Louis, Baltimore, Detroit.
But the point that I was trying to make is that the crime rate has dropped since the 80s and 90s. That's
Hey,
it.
that's cap. That's cap. I'm
It
gonna
was
prove you
not.
wrong. Show me one city. Hey, I'm gonna prove you wrong, Uncle James. I'm about to prove you wrong. Show me one city that got
Man,
a
New York is
10-year.
not as dangerous as it was in the 80s and 90s, bro. You
Now
gotta
hold
stop.
up, Uncle James. Listen to me. Listen, you gotta listen to the argument before you could make the right response. Show me one city that's fucking with Chicago for a 10-year span. Show me one city that was laying down the law for a 10-year span. And I'm gonna show you this
What
stand
you
right here
mean
from
laying down a law?
2020 to 2025.
What do you mean by laying down a law?
Meaning murders. Murders
Well,
over
that ain't really
700.
laying. That's
Murders over
really if you
700.
don't. I don't know. These probably some
All
half
right,
of these maybe.
show me a city. Give me one city that was doing it for over 10 years. Give me one. And I'm
Man,
gonna show
I'll
you
tell you,
Chicago
I
for the
can
past 10
name
years.
by see you can go by
Give me one.
population size. So you
Fort
can
Worth.
either type in you can
Fort
type in Los Angeles, you can type in New York, you can type in
You just said New York ain't fucking. You just said New York ain't got no bodies.
I'm
Give
talking
me one
about
city
now. I'm talking about
in the
now. I'm talking
80s.
about if you go through the
I'm
history of
talking
New
about in the
York.
80s. No, give me one city from the 80s.
Oh, New York.
That was
New York.
New York.
Los Angeles. These cities, Oakland.
New York.
Oh, Detroit.
80s murder rate.
DC.
Hold up.
Miami.
Hold up.
Houston.
Don't get
All of them was up at that time, bro. I don't know why you
Hold up,
acting like I don't know what I'm talking about.
hold up, we gonna get to it. We're gonna do year by year, and I'm gonna show you from a 10-year span. It ain't fucking with Chicago.
Mhm.
Year by year.
Man, you must don't know. You ain't never seen Beach Street, have you? Because if you was looking at Beach Street, you would know it was a fucking war zone in New York in the 80s. It looked like a bomb had hit it, literally.
Number of New York murders.
It was at an all-time high.
19. All right, here we go.
It just keep going down that line.
Hold up, New York too big. New York too
See,
big.
he said it's too big. No, go down that line though. Go down that line and then get to the 80s and 90s.
Give me a city inside New York.
Keep going down to the 80s and 90s, bro.
Give me a city inside New York.
Look, keep going.
New York too big. You gotta give me a city inside New York. They covering all boroughs. Give me a city inside New York.
Well, no, just go to Los Angeles then. That's the one. That's a city.
All right.
That's great, man. You got damn criteria.
All right. So let's say, here we go. Why they hold on? We got deep. Year by year.
Look at 2000.
Say 90s to the 2000s or 80s to 90s.
Yeah, it don't matter. It's going. You just use the whole chart. It's going to show you just like right there. You could just look at that and just make a reference from right there. They got them all mapped out.
Oh yeah, this ain't this 500.
What is that?
Okay. So, hold on, let me
I don't see
find
no
out.
murders on it. Yeah, it say murder and manslaughter.
Let me find year by year.
I'm saying the 80s was fucking crazy. I don't even understand.
man, it was regular.
It's just like being in the cowboy days. Like y'all be thinking, I don't know what's the wrong with y'all. Y'all think this shit is like hard.
James said,
like going to the penitentiary was even worse than what it is now.
Yeah, man, they trying to save you. They ain't trying to give you the right.
That ain't no good. That ain't no good
save
site. You just need to pick the right site where it just got right there is cool to me. You can look right there. They tell you the peak was in 92.
All right, here we go.
That shit was crazy, bro.
Man, this is nothing. What is you? Hold up. 1980, 300, 300, 200, 200.
What is this?
200, 200, 300. Los Angeles.
That's in the 30s, man. Like you weighed in 1920.
Oh, let's say Los Angeles. Make sure I'm the right guy.
But that's in 1920.
Now I'm talking right here. You see where it say 1980 right here?
Okay, I see you. Okay, you getting them, but I don't know what that is. That ain't that. But go down to
this is Los Angeles.
Oh, that's crazy. I don't believe that.
I don't think this. I don't think this right. I don't think
something right with that. I don't know how they doing that joint. Right. But you should have probably just asked ChatGPT.
He go to Almanac. You got the Almanac.
Man, okay, that might be better. But like I said, but they doing by 5 points. They don't got the total number on that. They talk about points. So that ain't good. But either which way, man, you got to figure out what I'm saying is the facts. And then when y'all was born, shit was wild. And right before y'all was born, shit was wild. Wilder than y'all would even imagine if y'all think that this is wild.
Nah, Uncle James. I don't think it get no better.
Y'all really, I just think y'all do it. Y'all think y'all tough. Man, y'all just don't know. Just imagine being
when you say
watch this. Imagine being okay. Now watch this. I'm telling y'all how rough it was back when I was around. Imagine how rough it was in slavery. Hold on. You think that what I'm talking about is worse than what slavery was like? You think what I'm talking about make me tougher than what slavery was? It was rougher back then. What about when the cowboys used to have a gun and wasn't no police? You just had to be the quickest motherfucking drop. You see what I'm saying? That was wild. You know what I'm saying? Y'all act like this shit ain't real for real. It don't matter. Y'all, I'm just telling you, y'all act like this shit ain't maturating to some softer shit.
We talking about the crack era, man. Y'all wouldn't.
Right. Yeah, and I'm trying to tell y'all have no idea. Y'all wasn't in the mix like that. Trust me. I could only imagine. It's just like my son telling me, yeah, Dad, I know everything that was going on. Man, are you fucking crazy? That shit ain't happening.
Hey, Uncle James, we got word from Uncle OG Kunta. He basically said, what did you say? They don't wear blue and orange because of their school?
Yeah.
They were neighborhood club.
Yeah, but that's after the fact, though. That's after the fact that they found out. But that ain't how they go. You know, if you got to
hold up,
you can't
Uncle
do that, bro.
Say before it was Crips in Fort Worth, they was banging their school colors. So that's why the Crips wear that school color, that blue and yellow.
What he told you this?
Hold up. So OG Kunta said, tell James stop playing with him about his knowledge on Crip.
Well, like I said, he's probably too young for me to even be talking to. Yeah.
He 50. He 52. I think he's 52, Uncle James. OG Kunta.
I know, that's what I said. He probably too young for me to even be talking to. Imagine, just imagine if gang banging came to your city and say 1989, and you saying Kunta's 52. So we did the math. Imagine how old he was compared to me, and I'm 56. He's gonna be 57. Y'all gotta understand. Y'all listen to what I'm saying, man. Sometimes y'all gotta just listen.
Hey, Bo, you hear this big dog? He's trying to big dog OG Kunta when he only 4 years older than him.
Because 4 years make a difference.
Man, come
Imagine,
on, man.
okay, so let me tell you. When
You
you go,
gotta
when you
understand,
get
man.
out in the
Hey, man,
streets,
I'm from the A, man.
when
know
you
what
get
I'm
out in the
saying? I'm
streets,
from a hood.
it's gonna be some older cats that's gonna
So
teach you how to survive
I
on the street.
understand. I
It ain't gonna
understand
be
what they a lot
no
of shit you
nigga
got there talk
that's
about.
your same age teaching you shit about how to survive after your mama kicked you out. It's gonna be a nigga that already got kicked out that's telling you how to fucking make it and survive out here. That's how the shit works. So I don't understand like what everybody that I gotta acknowledge the people who helped me. It was older cats that already had got kicked out, already had cars, had kids, and they was the ones that was taking me in when I was out on the street. My cousins and the big homies and shit like that. That's what happened. And then when you get old enough to get wisdom and figure out how this shit go, you do the same for the next little nigga that got kicked out. That's how it works. Shit ain't hard, bro. Y'all know that motherfuckers that preceded y'all taught y'all. Why you gonna act like they did?
Uncle
We
James.
ain't
Uncle
acting
He
like
was just
y'all.
hood Rich was just talking
Nah,
about his uncle. See what I'm
hold
saying?
up,
He
man.
just giving it up for us. He gave it up for us early. Now they
Look,
want to act like us ain't
hey,
did a
he try to flip the
motherfucking thing.
script. Why you
Like
trying to
what's
flip the
going
script
Hey,
on
like
Jay,
that?
here?
hold
I'm
up,
trying to
Uncle
figure
James.
this
Hold
shit
up.
out.
You keep using y'all and what we need to
Yeah,
do.
I'm from Texas.
What we,
That's how we talk.
hold up.
Y'all use y'all down in
Hold
Houston.
up.
I thought
This
you
what
from
I'm telling
Texas
you.
too, Wayne.
This what I'm telling you.
You do a lot of y'all in around here.
At the end of the day, these were some damn kids, middle schoolers, freshmen, that came up with these goddamn games. So we don't give a damn if when you coming up with this, oh y'all need to, brother, y'all fucked up, brother. You need
No,
to
we didn't.
get
We
some
didn't fuck. See
repatriation.
what I'm saying?
You need to do some, and then
That's
y'all
when you ain't been around.
Y'all fucked up with the games, and now y'all signing strippers, bringing stripper sisters here. Listen, but
See, you don't understand. But see, you don't understand. I ain't saying that I'm not gonna take accountability.
This is the sugar
Watch
daddy
this
era,
though.
brother. You was a part of the sugar daddy
I
era.
know.
You was a part of the turning the stripper to rapper era. These is y'all the CEO. You is your Gotti age, brother.
No,
Birdman
don't got no
age,
control
brother.
over this, bro.
That's your people.
That's the whole motherfucking. That's the whole problem about this wave. Didn't have no control of it, and then when you young like y'all, you don't even understand the fucking game that's being played on.
We understand the game.
You didn't understand shit when you was 18. Stop. When you was
we on the
18, what did you
outside
know? When you was 18, what did you
We
know?
saying we on the
If I
outside
keep doing
looking
what the
in
fuck
at
I'm
y'all
doing,
fuck up.
I'm a goddamn not gonna be where the fuck I'm
We
trying to
on the
go.
outside
I
looking in
understood
at
that
y'all
at
fuck
18.
ups.
I understood that at 17, actually.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, if you saying that you gained some type of knowledge from the time you was 8, you ain't gained no knowledge from the time you was 18 to 36 or whatever ages y'all are now. Y'all ain't saying y'all ain't learned shit.
Yeah, we
y'all ain't got
I'm trying to see
wild
where
that
that
ain't the
coming from.
nothing since y'all was y'all wasn't no little dumb motherfuckers when y'all was
Listen,
18
I'm
like
gonna
me.
stop
Hold on, y'all was
commenting.
no little, I can
That ain't
admit
the
it. I was
Listen
a
argument.
to
little
me.
dumb
I'm
motherfucker
gonna
when I
stop
was 18.
commenting because I'm
Y'all
not even
said that y'all
debating
was
that.
already
I'm lost.
advanced
I
at
don't even
18.
know
I
all
get
Hey,
it.
this
Bo.
shit.
Y'all was advanced at 18. I get it. My
Hey, bro,
bad.
he
I didn't
threw
know
that
y'all
in
was
there to
already
make
geniuses
that argument.
at
That ain't
18.
even
I'm
the
lost. I don't
argument.
even know where that. I don't even know where that shit coming from because I'm not arguing that. I'm not debating that or contesting
I'm
that.
just
So I'm
messing
just
with y'all.
gonna be
I'm just
quiet.
saying, y'all ain't like y'all was knowing everything at 18. Nigga, I know y'all didn't know shit. Y'all didn't know what y'all know today. Stop it. I'm just saying, so we all
Nah,
grown.
that ain't
And imagine
But
this.
you just said
Y'all been on the planet for 30
but
something years. I've been on the
when
planet for
hey
50 something.
but
So
when I
imagine
just
what I
said
know.
when I just described shit that was going on that I was experiencing with my eyeballs, you said I was right.
Yeah, you was right about that, but you still wasn't in their eyeball. See what I'm saying? They done seen some whole nother shit for the laws kicked in. Imagine what
We
they
got to
seen.
understand, though, but that's with everybody.
I know this. That's what I'm trying to say. So y'all gotta understand
but
the
listen
history
to me
of this
though,
shit, bro.
We don't gotta understand
See, he said we don't gotta understand.
Hold
Yeah,
on,
you
Wavy.
do.
Hold on, Wavy. A dog see some shit that you don't see.
Yeah, it would be hard for
A
a dog to
dog
see.
understands some shit you don't understand. A
Right
baby
at this
understands some shit
age,
you don't
it'd be
understand.
hard for a
A
dog to
baby,
see some
listen
shit
to me,
I ain't seen.
a baby sees some shit you don't see. A baby understands some shit you don't understand.
I don't know if that's how the world works.
No, I'm just saying. So how the hell can you learn? How the hell can you learn something from anything and anybody?
Well,
That's how that works.
This is what I'm trying to get through to y'all. With y'all fighting tooth and nail, you gotta respect the chronology of history
you feel
and
like
the wisdom
because
of those that came before you, bro. And that's
so
just
what you
how
want?
it works.
What
Y'all trying to act like Unc wasn't the reason. Hold up, he had like Unc wasn't. Hold up, he had like Unc wasn't the reason they kicked the dough in. Why did they kick the dough in?
What I
They
just
didn't kick
said.
the dough in because of you.
What I just said.
They kicked the dough in because of
But what I
Unc.
said,
They
though.
didn't kick the dough in because of you. They kicked the dough in because of what Unc was doing. See
But
what
we
I'm
ain't
saying?
talking about, cause listen, you getting confused, cause we ain't talking about us. You feel me?
Okay,
we're talking about what I got from this shit is we were talking about the young niggas today versus the young niggas back then during the crack era. You feel me? The young street hold on. The young street niggas in the crack era back then and the young street niggas now. You feel me? I ain't contesting none of that shit.
I say it's all one and the same.
I ain't say one time that goddamn I'm the reason them doors got kicked in. I ain't say not one time I'm the reason my uncle in the feds. I ain't say not one time I'm the reason them niggas started smoking crack and got out crack and did all that. I ain't say that not one time.
Right.
I just said
you didn't even
I'm
know
a
what they was
witness
going
to
through. That's what I'm saying. You don't even know why that happened.
And
That shit was crazy.
Right, I do know how it happened because nigga addiction happened. It happened because of this right here. This why it happened. The same reason.
We ain't making an argument that you shouldn't be listening to your OGs or elders. That ain't the argument. When you keep saying y'all need to and y'all need to do it, brother, we saying take that somewhere else.
See, that's the point.
That's all we saying, cause we ain't even disagreeing with nothing you're saying.
Yeah, that's the point.
And
He said take it somewhere else. You don't
chastising us like,
and
we agreeing with you
somewhere else.
I
disagree with
us and we agree with him.
He really whacking us and we agreeing with him.
The y'all sitting up there talking about how hard it is today when it ain't as hard as it was back in the 80s and 90s. And that's all.
But listen though, OG.
I don't understand why y'all getting mad about that.
Listen, you got to understand. Listen, look at this. Picture back then. Back then we goddamn okay. We gonna go to the cocaine cowboy era. When listen, okay.
That's the early 80s. That's when it first came out.
Okay, listen.
That's before my time.
Okay, you see malls and shit getting shot up broad daylight because of this cocaine.
That was
right?
Colombians.
Right? About this Munyon and this cocaine. You see motherfuckers getting shot up broad daylight in the mall, in Walmart or Food Line, whatever the fuck the grocery store is, whatever. You see a bitch get shot up broad day about that cocaine and that Munyon. Today, you see a bitch getting shot up just because he a motherfucking op and he said, goddamn, I'm smoking on wavy. The days are not the same. This shit is, and guess what?
You know what?
Guess what? Them niggas had Macalam and Mac 90s and all that shit.
I think you might have won
these niggas
me
got
over.
handguns that they could put in their motherfucking left or right pocket and a goddamn long ass clip that they could put in the other goddamn pocket and take this shit out and put this shit in there. And that shit, long as they goddamn leg, and that shit a goddamn shoot goddamn faster than a motherfucking Macalam.
No, hold up. Let me say, I think you won me over, Hood Rich. I think I'll agree with you now. But I'm gonna do so based on how the population has grown and the information is so instant.
And then
so you got motherfuckers. This gang shit.
Did you have to worry about this?
Everybody gangs everywhere now. Back in the day, it was just
listen to this too. Did y'all have to worry about motherfucking mass school shootings and shit?
Well, that's never been a thing in the black community. That's always been something that was going on around in white communities. So now we ain't never had to worry. They do that in black communities now?
I'm just saying, was you hearing about that shit? Was you hearing about any schools getting shot up, any black churches getting shot up?
Like black churches have always been a target in the South, so they've always done little things here and there. Like if y'all don't know, like in Texas, they hung a brother in our time named James Byrd from Texas, and they dragged him behind a truck into his head decapitated. So that's the type of stuff, you know, and I'm pretty sure you in Georgia, so you was dealing with a lot of real racism. That shit been going on and it ain't gonna stop And we already know this, so it's just different time. We could go ring around the rose on that
We
forever.
ain't talking about no damn racism. We ain't
No,
talking
he was
about no
talking.
damn
Listen,
racism.
Wave.
No,
Hey,
that
hold
is
on,
what
let
he's
me
talking
say
about.
something.
He was talking about how bad certain things was for black people.
I'm finna
So I'm
tell
just
you
saying it's
about.
the same
I'm
thing that was going on down here.
I'm finna compare crack to racism. Old school racism, racist ass motherfucker gonna be racist for fucking ever. Old school crack smoking motherfucker gonna smoke crack forever. Long as you got that straight drop glass, nigga, he gonna smoke that. Yeah, he might hit that mill.
But like I say,
Yeah, he might smoke that mill.
of
You know why he's smoking that mill? Cause he don't want to smoke that goddamn. He don't want to waste his money on that water. He want that straight drop. He don't want that stretch.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'm far removed from the street, so I don't know what's going on. I just can talk about what I seen and how it morphed into certain things and how certain things became what they became before it even became a thing. I lived through certain things.
Yes, we ain't go. Nobody's saying you don't know nothing. We saying, you know what I'm saying, you got your testimony. We got our testimony. But when it comes to
well,
today,
I'm just saying,
we living in the wild, wild west. Like Bo said,
listen.
You could put a handgun. The accessibility to guns and choppers right now. The accessibility to guns and choppers right now on a whole nother level. You was buying buttons off of Temu. Motherfuckers buying switches off of Temu and Amazon.
Yeah, well, like I said, but I guess shooting a motherfucker one time, I guess they had a better aim back in the day, because the murder rate was high. So I don't know what kind of gun y'all niggas need to learn how to shoot. If that y'all try to beat the record,
man, y'all it is.
That's what y'all trying to achieve.
Y'all, man,
it seems like y'all trying to achieve beat the record. Y'all put y'all on. Y'all need to. Y'all doing all these motherfucking fast. These guns with all these motherfucking bullets. Y'all need to fucking learn how to shoot better so y'all can beat the record if that's what y'all trying to achieve. Because I'm telling you, the murder rate is much higher.
Get it, man. He
back
think
in
we
the
19.
90s.
He think we YN, don't we?
I'm just trying to tell you what's
going
on. I'm trying to give y'all the history of the 90s. Y'all act like it's some type of, 80s and 90s.
You talking about y'all, man. We ain't not no YN. We talking about YN.
Yeah, they think we 19 and 20, bro.
Fuck, we got down shooting.
Man, imagine this. Y'all, my son's age. So what am I supposed to say?
Your son on that shit?
Right.
My son is your age.
I hope he is not on that shit.
Nah, my son ain't on no shit like that.
Okay, then.
I'm just telling you that.
How your son is
on that shit?
No, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying y'all live. Y'all talking about y'all era.
Your son 30?
Some type of. Y'all saying y'all era. Huh?
You got a 30-year-old son?
My son is like 30.
Hey, watch this, Bo. Watch this.
He just dipped out. But see what I'm saying? I'm not saying that y'all on shit. What I'm telling y'all, just like I would tell my son, and I tell him all the time, this shit y'all had to deal with ain't nowhere near as hard as what we had to deal with. Y'all got that fucked up. You think what I had to deal with is harder than what my mama had to deal with in the 50s and 60s? Hell, during the civil rights era? No. I wouldn't even fucking be playing with my mama like that. That's what y'all doing with me, though. But that's okay, though. Go ahead.
Uncle James, you got
to understand.
Man, I'm not gonna play with my mama like that.
They
like
had
the 60s and the 50s, but harder than the fucking 60s, 70s, and 80s. I'm not doing
that. They had like
y'all just disrespectful, bro. That's what
hold up, man. Stop. Hold up, Uncle James.
Y'all disrespect. That's all.
Uncle James, you had
imagine a motherfucker look like you got them up in that file and imagine a nigga look like you here.
Y'all know I'm just messing with y'all though, right? We just chopping it up. So don't take none of this shit personal.
Uncle James, you got to
understand though, Uncle James. When we go back to the slavery time, we talking about we ain't have it hard as a slave. You gotta understand.
Right. I wouldn't say no shit like that.
Hey, what Kanye West? Said?
Exactly. So why y'all disrespecting?
But I'm just saying though. But I could contest that shit though, because a motherfucking these days a nigga is hitting you with that switch. The nigga that's hitting you with that switch look like you.
Bo,
but see, that's our problem. We need to be fixed.
West said,
Then
Bo.
the nigga hear you with that motherfucking
Bo.
switch, look like
Bo.
he blinds.
Bo, what Kanye West said? What Kanye West said, Bo? Old folks talking about back in my days. But homie, this is my days.
Yeah, you talking about.
Man, and see, and then Malcolm told you don't listen to entertainers and shit. See, I ain't listening to no motherfuckers. See what I'm saying? Malcolm said you don't. No nation follows the entertainers and fucking comedians and all kind of shit. No other nation follow a fucking
So what's a public speaker?
About trying to get themselves together.
What's a public speaker?
Now you brought up Kanye and I just brought up Malcolm. Don't get mad.
What's a public speaker?
Why you mad at Malcolm? So you y'all mad at Malcolm? Y'all mad at Malcolm?
No, we on your top. We on your top.
No, I'm quoting Malcolm. That's all I see. I mean, so y'all got a problem with Malcolm? I'm asking y'all, do y'all got a problem with Malcolm C?
Stop idol worshiping.
Well, you the one brought up Kanye. We was all chopping up about what I thought was, but you try to interject Kanye. I think I had to bounce back with the homie. With a real ancestor.
James, you be cracking me up sparring with you, man. I want you to know it's all love, and we definitely need that history. Definitely need that information.
Yeah, indeed, man. I mean, it's cool to come over and deal with the youngsters. And you said your mama gonna always be a baby to your parents. And I look at y'all like my babies, and that's no disrespect. Right. Y'all grown in a motherfucker. Trust me. I see beards and shit. But
all right, hold up. You said
I was born in 69. Like imagine this. I was born in 1969. Just think about that.
Hold up. Hey, Bo. Remember he said that he got a son our age. Hey, James, you said you got a 30-year-old son, or is your son in his 20s? Keep it real.
My son is like 37. I call him in here right now. He in the living room.
Man, that nigga down there 40, man.
Man, I'm 56 years old. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Why would I lie about it? Now, see, that's what I'm saying. We ain't gonna do that. Why am I lie about being 56?
I ain't saying it like that. I'm saying it like that nigga.
So you do got a son our
not
age.
even in the category.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. I got a son.
Ain't
y'all
none
age.
of us in the classification of what you talking about.
No, I'm saying I got a son. Y'all age.
We just saying. I'm just saying we're not in the classification of what you're
talking
about.
Y'all. When you say y'all
ain't in y'all 30s? I'm asking.
That ain't the same. That ain't
okay, well then let me ask. Okay, I told y'all I'm 56. Now I know y'all ain't gonna be like some females and not tell me y'all age. How old are y'all?
I told you how old I was. I told you I'm 36.
So you the same age as my son.
That's not no YN.
I ain't saying I don't even know what a YN is. I don't even use that term. Have I ever said anything? I don't call people YN. That shit ain't even in my vocabulary. That's that new shit. That's what young people call.
We ain't no
I'm not gonna never call y'all no
YN. We ain't no young niggas. We ain't these
I'm not calling y'all no YN.
Hold on. I'm finna let you know what a YN is.
Got our shit together.
A YN is a young nigga. These young niggas that's goddamn running around here, these young brothers, or whatever you want to call them, young men,
like 21
young black men, young African American, whatever you want to call them, that's running around here on frivolous activities like goddamn robbing old people, raping people, shooting people for no damn reason.
Man, hold on. So y'all think that
we are not in that
category?
category.
How y'all come up with that shit?
We are not in that category.
Hold up. How I put y'all in that category? I never seen
that. That's what we've been talking about. That's why we keep.
But I'm not talking about y'all, though. I know you on the porch. This nigga right on the porch. What is you talking about? You ain't getting active. And he in the crib. So I know y'all ain't getting active. We chopping it up. So I'm not talking about y'all. I'm talking about people that's like 18, maybe I'm going to go as far as 16 to 25. That's what be what you would call whatever this YN saying. I'm not talking. I'm talking about y'all meaning you and Wavy. That means there's more than two people I'm talking to. That's how we use it in text. I'm pluralizing you two. Y'all and y'all.
I just told you I used to run with Wavy, man. I used to stay
exactly. So y'all, I wouldn't say you if it was more than one person on the screen. But y'all
and goddamn in Houston, one thing I do know, I ain't gonna lie. If you say y'all and that shit ain't pertaining to a nigga. A nigga gonna goddamn stand on some Texas business like, hey man, that ain't no apply to me, man. We need to have some type of understanding about that.
So
Now.
hold up, we ain't got to understand that I'm not calling y'all no kids.
I understand that
Yeah,
now, but I'm
that's
just
what I'm
saying,
saying. I already know
but
that.
you ain't. But I'm saying, do you understand that
Using
that
y'all
y'all you got to
as
use
a
the y'all
plural.
more goddamn like with an address, cause we hear y'all and we conversing. That's still
Okay, well
that's
I
still.
clarified it now.
You
I'm
see what I'm
talking
saying?
about you and Wavy as in y'all. I ain't including y'all in those 21 or 16-year-old kids right now. I
That's
know
all
y'all
I'm
done
saying.
already went past that stage. Hopefully. You know what I'm saying?
Cause when
Because
I
most
hear,
motherfuckers that them already been through the dumb shit by the time they between out the ages of 15 through 25.
all I was saying though, all I was saying is really every time I heard y'all, it was really after I made a young nigga comment, like speaking on the young niggas. Or Wavy made a young nigga comment speaking on the young nigga.
Well, to be fair, it seems like y'all defending this particular era right here. Y'all
No,
talking
we're
about
not.
y'all.
No,
Hold up. Y'all talking about young boy and what the fuck is going on with young boy. So I guess I don't know if y'all been inclusive in this particular generation or what y'all say, Keith Chief. These names is mentioned up. So I'm guess y'all saying that y'all included in that. I don't know why y'all defending that. If y'all, what era would you say y'all in? Soldier Boy.
hold
Hold
on.
up, Soldier Boy era.
What
Like
make
what
you?
era
Hold
would you
on.
say y'all in?
What make you think? What give you the impression that we defended them?
Because that's what's been going on the whole time. Y'all be like, man, it's been hard since Soldier Boy. Since Young Boy came out. It's been hard since Keith Chief came out. I didn't bring this up. This is what Wavy was saying. I ain't saying you brought it up. Wavy did that. So I'm thinking that this the era y'all defending. What would you think?
Man, I think that when the era changed, and then I ain't gonna lie, I just think the drill era just transformed this shit. Just like
Man, y'all was talking about.
listen.
Y'all
I'm gonna
was
tell
talking
you. Hold
about
on,
how
Wave.
music.
Let me compare this
Hold
shit to
up. Y'all was talking
basketball.
about how music. I was talking about how music make y'all feel good, and when music was playing, y'all didn't have y'all cell phones out because you motherfuckers
That's what
ain't
the
had no
fuck
motherfucking
Asar was
cell
talking
phone.
about. Hold up, Asar said
So
that. I didn't agree with
that's
that.
why I
So
brought it
hold
up.
on.
That's why I brought it. That's why I brought up NBA YoungBoy. Why I say
Asar did that.
when I
I didn't
brought up
say that.
NBA, that's when I brought up NBA YoungBoy.
Okay, that's cool, but I didn't say that. I ain't
That's
never
cool,
said that
but
it wasn't no
that's when I
wild
brought
shit
up
going
NBA
on.
YoungBoy. Y'all was trying to act like music hit different back then. No, we still doing concerts right now. People still turned up.
Nah, I wasn't comparing that type of shit. That's what I was talking about. I was talking about the difference between the eras and how dangerous the
Hey, look,
80s and
we gotta
90s
do
was
this once a
compared to
week.
now. That's what I was talking about.
Uncle James, we gotta do this once a week. Where you argue with
Man, you said
youngsters.
we got to do this one now. I'm not doing this no more.
Hey, Uncle John. Hold on, Wavy. Let me say something, Wavy, right quick. Uncle John, listen to me. I ain't gonna care. Like, I ain't gonna lie. I do really feel like terrorism than y'all. Cause I ain't gonna lie. Like, the way I am with my children, my mom and daddy went like that with me. My mom and daddy ain't tell me like, oh, y'all ain't going outside, but I just seen them all get kidnapped on the news, goddamn it. Oh, hell no. Like, I ain't going to Disneyland because got motherfucking 30,000 or 100,000 children get abducted from that motherfucker every year. My parents then he wasn't even knowledgeable of shit like that. You feel me? Mine when he knowledgeable of shit, but local shit. You feel? So now, if it did hit the home, it was late. You feel me? I say that we got a harder time because guess what? But I'm not even going and go motherfucking shopping because I know everybody got a gun.
Well, Texas, they changed the gun laws to where everybody could legal carry. So I could definitely say that that's different from our era. Like you really ain't even got to have a license or nothing no more. So that's definitely different from my era. But I still don't see people getting shot. Now people are getting shot because people getting shot every day. Trust me, I got shot. See what I'm saying? So
You in
I'm just
Fort
telling you.
Worth, man. Hey, subscribe to Harris County Facebook page. Harris County Sheriff's Office Facebook page. You gonna see
So
niggas getting popped every day.
I just told you that the people get shot every day. That's what I'm saying. No matter where you at, I don't give a damn. This is America. This is happening
You
all
said
over.
you don't see. You said you don't see it though.
No, what I'm saying in the capacity, you got to understand context, Sean. In the capacity of what was going on in the 80s and 90s, Sean, you don't understand. I'm telling you. You need
Man,
to go.
Uncle James,
All
we
right.
good. We good on all that old folks talking about back in my days.
It ain't about talking about that. It's not about talking about that
Hold on,
because
check me
I'm
out.
we talking about context.
Check me
Because
out, Uncle
y'all
James.
acting like what I'm saying is not valuable.
Let
And
me
what
go
I'm
with
trying to
y'all.
tell
We're
you,
gonna do
it is
this once a
very
week.
valuable
We're gonna
because
do
the
this once a
context
week.
and what
I'm
I'm
gonna
putting
bring
it
up
in.
people. Listen to me. We're gonna do this once a week. I'm gonna bring up people that's your son age and younger, and you get to argue with them once a week and tell us how y'all fucking up. How about that?
Nah, I don't think that it's gonna be no shit like that because I'm always about solutions. I ain't about I'm trying to really tell y'all how we got in that situation. And so the next year,
Okay.
because I know how y'all got in the drill situation. Y'all got in the drill situation the same way we got in the gang bang situation.
Uncle James.
And so it just
We're gonna save this for next week. We're gonna save this for next week.
But
All right,
now,
here go chop
let's
chop. Hey, Bo, we're gonna do this once a week with Uncle James. Well, we
see, there you go. He done fell off. Wavy Navy Army. But yeah, like I say, man, this ain't necessarily something that we got to keep discussing unless we're gonna talk about solutions or from a historical perspective.
Hey, I gotta go to heaven. So we get out of here, Uncle James. All right.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and slide out, but yeah, listen, it ain't nothing we got to keep talking about, Sean. I'm just saying we just.
No. Don't
I'm just telling you.
Uncomfortable conversation. Once a
It
week.
ain't nothing uncomfortable about history, but people.
Nah, for sure.
Uncle
James, you have a great weekend. Bo, you have a great weekend. We out of here.
All right, peace.